welcome to Charisma Saves.
Why?
I wonder if that is TOS. When you guys blast each other.
No.
Do they have orange tips? That one doesn't.
Orange tips.
Nope.
That one doesn't either. They're fake. It's not real.
In fairness to me,
They really
I'm
didn't
white,
get
the
shot.
cops won't
That's
shoot
true.
me.
The cops will definitely shoot you if you wield that.
Yep.
Yeah.
100% they will shoot you dead.
Yep.
Are there cops in this basement? You have to tell me if you're a cop.
The closest thing we have to a cop is.
I'm not a cop.
Randy.
Why would he?
How
Why
is he
is
a
it closest to a
Closest because the closest one to any sort of like system that oppresses us, the healthcare system.
Except
True.
he's not doing the oppressing.
I'm not saying he's doing it. I'm just saying if you're a secretary at a police station,
Like, he doesn't own a practice.
no.
If
But
I'm like a mall
just saying,
security
closest.
guard, am I
Doesn't have to
closer or further away?
Just because we didn't
Closer. Mall
meet the
security
threshold.
guard, you had to apply for that.
We didn't meet
Does
the
ACAB
You had to
apply
apply
to
and
Paul
say,
Blart?
I want to sit there
Yes,
and oppress
Of course
children at the
ACAB
mall.
applies to Paul Blart.
Paul
Fuck
Blart
him.
is why we invented ACAB.
What a fucking fascist, dude.
APAB, all Paul Blarts are bastards.
APAB.
Paul Blart Mart Cart.
Paul
APAB.
Blart Mark Cart.
What was that from?
I don't remember. I just know it.
I don't remember either.
Paul
Wasn't
Blart
that a thing
Mark.
that you did in your mom meme video? What?
Paul Blart Mark Cart. Oh, she said that. Yeah, that's right. That'll do it.
Harambe is just a gorilla.
A ramble.
Ramble's just a
Harambe
gorilla.
is just a gorilla.
Still my follow sound. Please follow.
I identified
actually,
him first
it
by
won't,
the lesbians. What was the thing?
I had to identify the lesbian first. She looked at a picture of the iCarly girls,
Oh.
and she said, "Oh, I gotta figure out which one's the lesbian." I'm like, what? She's just the weirdest. It makes no sense.
Your mom is so sweet. I love her so much.
You've never heard that?
I don't know what
when
goes
someone
on in
raids
that
into the
brain.
channel, it won't happen right now in this setup, but when someone raids into the channel, it says, I had to identify the lesbian first. And it's just a clip from her from that meme episode. And remember, we picked those memes, and it was an iCarly, Miranda Cosgrove, and
the Pawn Stars guys.
what's that one?
What?
I don't remember the Pawn
No,
Stars guy.
it was the iCarly girls with the Pawn Stars.
Memes that are so old I
people.
can't remember how they were supposed to be constructed. So yeah, that's the history of that. Yeah. It stuck through. They're gonna change soon. I think we're gonna retire the mom sounds. However, I'm thinking
You
we'll
should make
them.
those donuts.
I was gonna say we'll make them like Streamlabs cheap donuts
Please
or something.
do.
I'll do a series of like $1 Streamlabs donuts for you can just play that whenever you want.
Maybe go higher than $1.
Yeah, you may be right. $2. Much higher than that doesn't make sense. So anyway, we're doing the D&D. That's what we're here for. We're doing it, and we did it 2 weeks in a row,
Woo!
Yay.
and almost on time.
We
We were waiting for
did
Kyle.
it.
Kyle delivered my chicken. It had Doritos on it.
It wasn't
Don't
that
get the
great.
Dorito chicken from B-Dubs. It's not worth it. Buy something you like instead of that. It tastes like chicken with Doritos on top of it. Not good. Not the worst, but not good. Anyway,
Isn't someone doing Cheeto ones now too?
Cheeto dust on chicken sounds way better
Way
than
better.
Doritos crumbled upon it.
Yeah, because that sounds like a horrible mouthfeel where you have tiny.
It would have been
crunchies on
okay
chicken.
if they had
You'd have to pulverize the Doritos.
if they pulverized the Doritos and made it a breading, kind of like
Yes.
Hooters wings, and then they did it, it would have been a good thing. But they didn't. They just sort of like tossed it in hot sauce and then rolled it in
some
crunched
crunched
Doritos, so they got like a little, like sometimes they were a little
Ugh.
wet. It was not good.
Not good.
Buffalo Wild Wings. So when Chad asked what B-Dubs was,
Really? Wow.
Yeah, they
Wow.
said B-Dubs question mark.
Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings. So, we have an announcement. Did you remember to do it?
I did.
And I remembered to send it to you.
did. You
And
did.
we did it. That
Holy
so it must
shit.
be a good ad.
All right, let's hear it.
Something
There's
terrible's
no
gonna
pressure
happen
on
tonight.
me, by the
There's
way.
a lot
This
more
is.
now.
Or are you gonna kick it to one of the Randys?
No, not one of the Randys.
Well,
you
a
have
lot
more
of
than
You
one?
can identify
Randy
me
gets
as a
chosen
Randy.
for these ads a lot of the time.
Okay, he does because hey, you know why
Some
that is
font of
honestly.
charisma.
Randy, it's just funny for some reason.
How did she get down here?
She pushed the door open.
I pushed the door so hard to shut it, and Bograt made her way down in
She
here.
fucking like
She's bowling ball through the
body
door.
slammed the door open.
Oh, Bograt! Okay, I guess the cat's gonna hang out with us more
You
often.
made me do a dead grunt.
She used to not do this, but she's now got so much mass that she can just
And also,
power
For
through
some
barriers.
reason, she's been having separation anxiety when we come down here.
I think she misses you because
You get
we got
anxious?
Miko and you've been cuddling him, and I don't think the last time. When's the last time you cuddled Ellie? Like really cuddled her?
It's been a while.
Yeah, but she cuddles me constantly. She feels betrayed. I think you need a little mother-daughter time.
No, but I do think she actually feels lonely when we come down
Yeah,
here.
she's purring.
She doesn't give a fuck about stuff.
She's fat already. She's not begging for food.
You know what? I'm begging for an ad.
So Randy,
Yeah, I'm busy right now.
I was gonna pick Alex, but now we're talking about it.
But
So
is
Randy,
it funnier?
Yeah, what up?
you know how life is just a series of disappointments that cripplingly depress you over and over again until you're pulverized into a mess of a hollow human being?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have good news for you. You can now roleplay that in a game, except you can take your pain and literally and metaphorically use your pain to destroy your enemies. Does that sound interesting to you? Alex, you've played this character, so you should be into it.
I am.
Okay, good. He agreed with me. It's going well so far. So, you could go ahead and take a look at... Why did I forget the name?
The Sanguine?
Order of the Sanguine Blade, which I'm definitely not looking at my phone right now. No, this is actually a really cool subclass that Jake wrote. It's a subclass based on the class that Matt Mercer made, the Blood Hunter. And
It's a subclass for Matt Mercer's Blood Hunter class.
It's a subclass in which you manifest your weapons out of your own blood. Hemocrafty. Very, very cool. Aesthetically, thematically, very neat. You can do cool things like spell splitting, which is so cool. You can, if someone like launches a spell at you, you can use your blood blade to cut it and take half damage. There's stuff later. There's 2 new blood curses.
Yes.
It's very, very cool, and there's not only just, of course, all the, like, mechanical stuff. Something I appreciate about, and I'm not even joking right now, I'm just reading this, like, something, I'm sorry, why do people laugh when I'm trying to be sincere, damn it? This is why I'm never serious.
you broke it.
Do you know why it was
You
funny?
broke the insincerity.
It's funny because you are like, now I'm serious. When you could have just done the serious and it would have been fun.
I like that not only do you put all the mechanical stuff in here, but like there's a lot of like flavoring in terms of like, hey, you know, you have these powers. This is difficult. Here's how society might be reactive to this. So how do you, as your character, decide to do this? And you have all sorts of different hypotheticals. Very cool. And art, of course, by Sarah on this. So
That was a fun one to do.
It's really cool. It was inspired a little bit by the Castlevania, one of the Castlevania characters.
Yeah, I saw him and I kind of wanted to do that vibe with the.
Yeah, very cool. Anyway, Alex played this in Campaign 1 with Avelios for a good portion of it, and it worked out really well. I liked the class a lot, and especially at later levels, certainly holds up to the power demands of a level 20 character. So,
check it out on DM's Guild. Is there a link that's going in the chat?
it's $1.
Yeah.
It's $1.
Yeah.
And
No
it's
one,
cool.
no one told me to get the link ready.
Oh,
You're
well, the
supposed
link
to
will
intuit our
That's your
needs,
job.
Alex. Jesus.
intuit our needs.
You just have to know.
So, that's the end
That is.
of that ad. And
And that's the
By
last
the way-
time I'll ever say something nice about something Jake's done again.
wow.
Because
Probably not,
because
but-
I was laughed at.
And all the every time we sell a copy of these, it goes into the war chest for whatever the next setup is for the next one. I didn't
Like
touch
how
it.
you got this table.
That's literally how we got this
Yeah.
table and all this backdrop and the cameras and everything
Cameras
else.
and the microphones. and-
You are supporting the future projects that we do on here, and I make it affordable on purpose. It's the most affordable subclass collection on DM's Guild by a long shot. Most people sell these for $5 because they deserve it. but also I'm a bad capitalist, so it is what it is. They're $1, and sometimes they're 50 cents. I don't know if they're on sale right now. They might be.
They're not. I looked
Okay.
earlier.
Well, they're not. So they're $1. Anyway,
Those are
worth
good.
every penny, in my opinion. I put a lot of work into them, and pretty soon, these are the old subclasses. Pretty soon, we're gonna have a relaunch of version 1.1 of the Symbiote Warlock.
Yeah,
Well,
based on some playtesting.
Some playtesting, which I think was exactly what we needed, and I really don't think there's a lot to change, but there's a little. Some variants on the hunger system, basically, some options. We're going to have your rogue subclass that we haven't dipped into quite yet, but we have some vestiges of it sitting around it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have unreleased subclasses for Randy's non-used characters that never happened. But that's okay because this is the coolest one that we get through discussions. This is Soren's where it needed to be. And then, of course, the custom class, a new class, the scientist.
It's pretty cool.
That you have seen, Alex.
It's killing me.
Still haven't seen it, and
It's
I'm
killing
like, please,
me.
we need to hit level 3, please.
We have a level 3 milestone, obviously, for everybody, but I'm telling you, this is the best thing I've ever done for a homebrew. It's elegant. I'm really fucking happy with it. It's fucking good.
Let's just go farm milestones so we can.
Farm milestones.
Yeah.
There you go.
Which is basically just playing the game. So
It is.
We only do the main story quests, no side quests.
I mean, side quest story.
Where's our quest
all
log,
of its,
Jake?
all of its,
Where's
all
our
of its
quest tracker?
quest
I
tracker.
need my journal.
You have an inventory. Time for me to get your quest trackers. You just start checking stuff off. You're gonna have to go to a forest and get some ingredients for some random guy.
We're gonna have to kill
And you're gonna
5
have to do
pigs,
that. That's a
and they're
daily.
all missing
That's a daily.
livers.
We should definitely do the dailies.
Yeah, we gotta farm silver in a
That's where
nearby
the
mine.
XP's
We're
at.
gonna have fast travel pretty soon. It's fun.
can I just like buy a microtransaction and?
Speed the whole
Okay.
process
Yeah, you can
up.
give me
Yeah.
$50 and I'll give you a level up.
That's
Wait,
not
really?
50 each or collectively.
Yeah,
Because I got
Yeah?
I get
one
paid
time for one person.
That's actually not bad.
You can't
I
buy
have
me.
adult money. That's worth it.
$200 for the table to level up.
You can't buy me. Anyway, so I guess without further ado, I should turn on. Oh, I have that on. But it's saying it's mad because I'm not using it. So let me get the. I was vamping for time and then forgot to do the thing while I was vamping. I just need my music playlist. There it is. So I
You're
suppose
cold every week except for this week.
Oh my god, I
Still
am not
cold?
cold at all. It's perfect.
I like it down here. It's nice.
Feels perfect.
It's feeling good.
My air's not
In the
working
neighborhood.
again. I had to drive here in like 85
Oh,
degrees.
yeah, my air's
Sucked
fucked too.
ass. My lipstick was melting off. I had to reapply it at the 7-Eleven.
Oh.
Did you hear Ellie?
Where is she?
It's probably at the
We're
door.
back upstairs. We can't open the door. Maybe a shot.
There we go. Now on my phone, out of the speaker.
I might have to go rescue her.
Don't rescue her. She'll be fine. Okay, rescue her real quick. And kick her out. I don't know how to, like, put her with Darwin and shut the door.
Did you get stuck in a box?
All right.
She got stuck in the same box. She
Oh.
got stuck in
So
She got stuck in a box?
Yeah.
Which
She's too big to get out of the box she got into? She jumped over the box the first time.
Wait, she got out of it though. Hold on.
There's not enough room to get a run up to it. That's the problem.
Right.
She has to launch all
You
that
know what?
mass.
Critical Role is worse for not having cat problems.
True.
Our stream is real. This is what a
This is
real
real.
D&D game
You
is
ever
like.
played real D&D and the cat walks on the table and eats a mini? Because that's happened to us.
Yep.
What did she eat?
Real life.
It's like
Relatable.
She ate a
vinyl
Velios.
Oh, shit.
imperfections.
Early, before you, I
Yeah.
think even before
That was way
Velios
before
or
me.
Asperger's was there, ate him and his little bow that Sarah worked on forever was just like ripped and the wings came off. It was bad. Also an Alenia one, right? I believe your mount got eaten once. Chewed on.
Yeah, I have a lot of minis upstairs that are like on my bookshelf that I've
She
saved.
just chewed up.
She ate one my friend painted for me. That was like a really expensive mini too.
What a cat.
She hungers.
Now we're good. So,
Out of breath from chasing your cat.
last we told our story, The four of you had decided to follow curious rumors about a strange professor living inside the long-abandoned cliff gardens, as they're now called. These ruins of the once glorious Royal Botanical Gardens are rumored to be the reason for dozens of missing trespassers within the city of Ebon Falls. Ignoring the rumors and warnings, you made your way through the magically sealed gate, accidentally disabling some strange arcane seal on the fence in the process. You skulked into the park, toward the palatial glass compound beyond it, narrowly escaping in through the front door, thwarting some strange creature that hunted you from the forest-like foliage. Inside, a panic button was pressed, as loud alarms rang out and several steel plates slammed shut all over, closing the windows and doors and trapping you inside. A voice crackled out of a speaker system in the halls, directing you to the basement to prove your worth to your captor. You were tasked with a straightforward task. Good writing.
Solid.
I should have copy edited this. Take care of the pest problem in the basement, as it was called. In the bowels of this place, strange flora grows up from the damp stone. You encountered living and moving needle-like, or needle-shooting, I guess, plants that attacked you, and a fungal zombie of some kind, a corpse that was left down here from maybe someone else trying to fix the pest problem. You continued down deeper. The light from the room that you stepped into barely peeks in here, but in the darkness, at the back of the space, you can almost see the wall move, almost like something living and breathing, like the walls themselves are breathing. Humid air chokes you, and you instinctively pause for a moment. Something deep within your mind, a primal space, telling you to run. There's a door in front of you. It's open. You see that room? Do you walk inside?
Yes.
Okay. So Isabella takes a step forward and walks inside. You can see the floor and the ground here. Again, the chamber before you had like this broken ceiling, and some light was cascading down in there, lighting only a small portion up to basically like an angled beam, and where that beam ends, you can see in the residual light the beginnings of growth and change. This room used to be a basement of some kind, brick and stone. It has been warped and shifted anywhere where the light doesn't touch, and you can't see inside unless you have dark vision, which is just you, right?
I have it.
Mr. Buttons.
You want Mr. Buttons to go in? Oh, you want him to go on your head? So you take Mr. Buttons and put him on your head, and you gaze of two minds, and you can see. Go ahead and both of you make perception checks as you step forward.
Is it my perception or his? I guess it would be his. Which is what, a +1?
His perception. +1.
So 12.
12?
7.
7. It looks like this chamber, the colors don't help because dark vision doesn't allow you vivid color. But you see shapes, fungal, overgrown. There's a must to this place. It doesn't feel like just a basement. Don't worry about what the cats are doing. That was a thump in the back of the room. So, what do you want to do? You can see the walls in the back, like there's enough movement to it where it feels like there's something. You don't hear much different in there. It's not like there's breath or respiration. Yeah, she's back down here. Thought you put her in the other room. Nope. Anyway, what do you want to do?
Where's Miko?
Doesn't matter.
He might be locked in the bedroom.
Doesn't matter.
Can I try and approach the wall that appears to be kind
The
of
back wall?
Yes.
All the way across the room?
Keep like it. Well, as I go, can I do like an investigation to make sure I'm not about to run into any more traps or anything? But I want to kind of get within 10 feet of it.
Investigation is like a less of a broad thing, so it'll be more perception. But
Okay.
do you want to do it stealthily, or are you trying to go really?
Stealth.
Okay, so give me a stealth roll and a perception check. And then what are you two doing while this is happening?
Trusting them because I can't see into the room.
Okay.
Yeah, I also use the oil for my lantern, so I'll just stand at the ready and wait for any sound of danger. And
You guys don't have either lantern?
I don't.
I don't.
Did you bring your
didn't bring it.
crocodile?
You only
lantern
you
thing?
use the.
I do have my crocodile lamp.
You do.
Bloop.
You also used used the oil flask from the lantern, not the lantern itself.
Right.
The lantern has some fuel in it.
Oh, okay. Well, then we could
So
let-
that's if you would like to do that, but you have
Crocodile light.
crocodile light, so the crocodile skull floats up to here,
And then
and you touch it to turn the light on.
yeah, and I'm gonna touch it until it's like a yellow or something, so it's not too like red or blue or not.
Roll a d8.
Okay.
Wait, yeah.
Well, I mean,
R-O-Y, you want a 3. Just
one,
no, red,
4,
green,
6,
there you go.
2,
Orange,
1.
red. So you do. Hold on, you do this for a second, and we're gonna stop because you're done. And you go doot, 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 to try to get it through, and it stops on orange, and so it's cast in this orange light. And what you see as you move forward, what's your perception check and stealth?
Stealth was 11. Perception was 5.
Okay, so you are distracted by this light show. Doot, 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 as you like look behind, and it like changes everything. And while it's cycling through, you just see on the back wall what looks to be like fungus. It's mostly localized in the left, like back left corner, I guess, but it's all over. And the walls have like crumbled in a little bit and shifted, and sometimes they're not super straight. They're bowed and weird. It looks like this place got like, it looks like the walls were made of wax and it melted a little bit and then solidified. It looks like it's been corroded away a little bit. But you have enough dim light in here for the two of you to walk in if you'd like. And as you get to the middle of the room, basically, you have stepped past where any of the I guess clean brick would be, clean floor, and you have stepped onto this corrupted sort of space. It doesn't feel much different than stone, but it's definitely got like a dampness to it and like maybe a little softness, like, and you can look down, and even with a 5, everybody can see with that light, there's like the hairs of fungal growth throughout this entire place.
So are we going to like try what we did in the other room? You don't have any more oil, do you?
Don't know, not any.
We're gonna try to burn the whole room.
I don't know. We have to get rid of it somehow. I do not know how else to get rid of it.
So she's about 10 feet in. The rest of you are like back until you tell me you're moving up.
Are there any other doors in the room?
You have to check the room walls and.
Well, if we burn it down, we could burn the whole building down.
Is the building stone or is it?
This is stone. The building itself is stone and glass and
Okay.
metal.
So the floor is like no wood at all.
The floor
Above
in
us?
here seems above you seems to be stone. It's a cellar. It's like a basement.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
It would probably be fine as long as we, get out of here.
It looks
down to the base.
The space gives you, like, it's cleared out. There's nothing in here as far as like crates or anything, but it gives you the sense that like this is like where stuff was kept at one point. You're not sure what, but it's long since been cleared out or consumed or broken down to the point where you can't understand it. So,
I wonder if the kitchen might have something we could use to like more
the
fire.
kitchen's up the stairs that slid all the way
that's
down,
right, yeah.
and in an opposite wing that you're in.
Should probably look for a way out too. We're not going to make it up those stairs easily.
Bad idea, but we didn't see any on the way down.
Should we check the
Seem
room
like it, though.
to see if there is anything? Is the stuff on the wall thick enough that it could be concealing?
You haven't gotten
Something.
close enough to like check it out. The corner of the room
I'm
is a
gonna
little
go
more
walk up to one of the walls with the light and see if I can
Okay.
notice any sort of doors or.
What part of the room?
I'm just gonna walk into the nearest wall. I don't know.
Okay. To the right or the left or the back or the...
We'll go to the right.
Okay, so you walk over to the right, and it's a wall, and the corruption begins about 5 feet, 10 feet in, as the light fades from outside, and you'd have to trace the entire...
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking the perimeter.
Okay, so you start
the
walking the
alligator?
perimeter on the
Gonna
right.
go with her.
Okay,
She's
so
all
you're
alone.
there.
I'm gonna go too.
You're going with these two again, and you're out in the middle of the room.
Since I have dark vision, I will start on the other wall and kind
Okay,
of.
so you go left. Okay.
Oh, then I'll go with Ink, so that way we're 2 and 2.
Okay, so you guys start on opposite sides. Start to rotate over. Go ahead and roll. Team 1 can roll investigation checks, and Team 2 can roll investigation checks.
Oof.
And you're looking
27.
for doors or any other.
Investigation.
13.
Not 20.
23.
12.
What was it?
13.
You travel around opposite each other, and eventually, while you guys are close to the right corner, still checking for stuff, on the left corner, the whole wall gets again warped and different, and it seems like there's more. As you step in here, there's like sometimes you step in like almost a slime. Like a thin layer of slime, nothing reacts to you or anything, doesn't seem sentient. As you check around, about 5 feet away from the end of the like wall area, I guess. You look in, and you guys are still off in the right side corner, and there's like these large clusters of hard mushroom cap, like the kind that grow off the side of like old trees, and you look at it, and it's got another cluster and another cluster, and then they seem like part of the wall. As you do that, and your light sort of floats over, you're looking at it. You look over to Ink and Soren, who are, I assume you're touching the walls and like...
I probably
guys are
would not
doing.
touch it with hands, but
Sure.
maybe like with
Like
a whip,
poke
kind
it.
of poke at
Yeah,
it.
Sure.
use my knife.
Okay. Sometimes there's like weak parts of the brick or something that sort of like you push in further than you thought you were going to. Your knife might scrape up some like black like gloop, and you sort of like flick it off, like wipe the knife off. And as that's happening, and the two of you are doing like roughly the same thing, like using your cane or something. or-
Yeah.
Okay. As you poke around, you sort of poke in, and there's almost like when you poke the fungal like shale thing, with a 27, you touch it, and it pushes in, and then it pushes back a little bit. like it gives tension back to the cane. You sort of pull it back and look. And then from the walls.
Oh.
And you start to see pieces pull apart and off the wall as 3 humanoid shapes, one of which goes up to the ceiling, starts to move. I need everybody to roll me initiative while I go get your battle
Let's
My
map.
go.
good luck gloves.
For once, I'm not in this shit right away. Oh, I'm back in it.
Back in it.
She got the whip out.
It's alright. I won't roll a nat 1 in real life. In real life, I have luck
Not
points,
confident.
Randy.
It's okay, I basically did.
Less confident.
Randy, I make a living
I
on
have my
fucking
prop.
Twitch. If I don't have real life luck points, then I don't know what luck points are.
Yeah, I definitely would go with the latter option there.
I feel like one of those people with like the ribbons.
You are so clearly a bottom.
That
Takes
got
one
her.
to know one.
Yes.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, your bullets and stuff might be in the way. I'm
sorry.
not sure.
Oh, that's a big boy.
I remember that one.
That's a big boy.
I don't like
And
him.
those ones. Oh, yeah.
So, as this happens, by the way, Bob is here too. And Bob will be right in the middle.
Oh,
Ah.
fuck.
Bob's gonna die.
You're here.
No, Bob.
As it pushes
can't
off the
die.
wall and you, I guess it moved a little bit. As it pushes off the wall, you back up to there. Ink is over here. And Soren is over here. Checking the walls. As you see, 1, 2, 3. This one sort of peeled off from like what used to be like a gap in this wall. And it sort of pulls out, leaving this space.
Oh.
And, so, 25-20? Cool. 20 to 15?
17.
17!
I was checking my
Alrighty.
spell book open.
Yes, please.
And I can't do that. with this
15 to 10?
11.
11. Okay. 10 to
I'm not gonna
5?
hit you.
8.
8. Okay.
Amazing. I hope it's -1.
It's close.
Jesus Christ.
What is it?
0.
Bro.
0?
Yeah.
Bro.
I rolled a 2. It's -2. I'm doing my best.
I'm doing my best.
Have you considered having legs that work?
Have I considered that there's also 3 people right in my face? Yeah.
That's true, that's true.
Yeah, I'm on the bottom of the round.
Okay, so Isaac is dead last.
You just leave out that last
Isabel,
part.
Ink,
Just say dead.
Soren, Isaac. Okay, so
Please no, you can't.
as we
die.
begin, and you startle this creature at the top of the round, there's a, and when it pulls off, there's an entire like puff of spores that move out in every direction. I need Bob. Oh, Bob goes after those guys, but before Isaac. Whoops. That's who I was forgetting. Bob. Okay. I need Constitution saving throws from Isabella. Can you be affected by disease or poison? You can't. So, don't worry about it. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
18.
18. Okay. You can feel yourself as this is pulled off, and the spores are almost like a weird yellowy color as they glint off of the crocodile light, and you instinctually like gasp as it comes out, and you see them like go into you, like walking through a dusty room and breathing in, watching the dust go, and it makes you feel itchy on the inside, and you cough naturally. Almost lucky that you gasped and choked quickly, getting it out. and then coughing rather than taking a deep breath. And you can feel, even though you pushed off the effects, you can feel all of your muscles wanting to cramp, and you sort of pull back and keep it at bay. So nothing bad happens to you. It is the top of the round. Isabella, Ink,
Yeah.
and then then some bad guys.
We are going to.
I like that your gun is just sort of. Oh, there. I'll zoom in a little bit.
Oh.
Run. I want to run in between all of them,
Okay.
but I want
You want
Isaac
to
to
be
be more than 10 feet away from me.
10.
So all the way to the wall if I have to.
You be here.
And I won't hit Isaac.
You won't hit Isaac. 5. You will hit everybody but Isaac.
Okay. And then I'm going to do Arms of Hadar as my mage armor, like the black tendrils just like slash out from
Okay.
me. In all directions.
You see in every direction tendrils of inky black slap. So they mean
all
strength
need
saving
to make-
throws?
Yes, strength saves.
Hey, I got it. Okay, the two little ones fail. Big one very much succeeds.
Okay. That is a 8 necrotic damage.
8 necrotic. Okay.
And they can't take reactions until the next turn.
Okay, which means you could
I
move.
can run away, so
As
I'm doing that.
Sorry. You move in here. I'll say.
Oh, and the
I'll say
big guy-
you had to avoid.
Big guy
So
takes
5,
half.
10, 15, 20. You had to move around and not get an opportunity attack from this guy. So
Well, I was already
20,
in his space. but-
25, 30.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, you weren't. You were up here because you went through.
Okay, then put me, yeah. Back
Actually,
there.
30 would be right here.
Uh,
It's up
That's
to you.
fine.
Right
Yeah.
there?
Uh-huh.
Okay, as you sort of step up onto a thing, getting out of the gloop here. They can't opportunity attack you. And what were you doing?
He can use his reactions, but he takes half.
He takes 4 damage.
Yeah.
4 damage as you batter several of them, and you see the remnants of the ink sort of drag them and keep them attached to the ground as it sort of dissolves off of them and pulls back to you. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, Ink, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to take a steady shot on the big guy.
Okay, so you're going to stand still.
Yep.
Aim your weapon.
And fire one shot over to the big guy.
13.
13 is just enough.
Oh God. Thank
It is
God.
the exact AC, so this is a glancing blow.
Okay.
Half damage.
19, and then halved. Whatever happened.
Half to 9. Okay. Okay, so you. Yeah, there we go. You fire the gun, and it strikes, but it's on one of these like plates of fungus, and it goes in and cracks it, but it doesn't seem to hit anything vital, if it even has vital anythings. So that's your movement for steady shot. You have a bonus action if you want it.
There's nothing really for me to like hide, and I can't move, so no.
Okay. All right. Next up is the big one.
It takes a step forward and positions itself in between the twins, and it is it is going to look at 5 feet, huh? Yeah, it's gonna look back at Isaac. Actually, it doesn't know. What's its intelligence? No, it knows. It saw that you didn't get affected, and yeah, it's going to out of some sort of like, it's almost like a throat hole or something. There's like this little like like a puff of gas, and it's this that spreads around and just goes towards you again. more spores, but these are different. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
We're gonna use one of the our dicey boys here. Okay,
Ooh.
that's 9 plus 14.
14?
I
What
rolled
was it without
four.
the dice?
Without the dice, it was a 10.
Good use of the dice. You succeed.
Oh no.
You succeed on the save as you can feel yourself. You can see your vision sparkle and change, and like the whole world sort of like shifts a little bit before you shake off the effect. However, it is also going to,
Yeah, I figured.
as that comes back, the next thing you see is a big arm going towards Isabella. Natural 20. Oh no.
Goodbye.
Natural 20. So, with its fist attack, it is going to. Woo!
Uh-oh.
You take 20 bludgeoning damage
Oh, I'm dead in one hit.
as you. You had your
10
extended
hit points.
rest, 10 hit points, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
only have 20 hit points.
Yeah,
for
then you
that.
get as you
You're
are
knocked to 0.
pushed, and you.
Wait, is it bludgeoning damage?
It's bludgeoning damage.
I resist bludgeoning.
Oh.
Okay, the rest of this still happens, but you have fed Mistress, and she has reinforced you
I
to give
forgot
you
that when I.
to give you bludgeoning damage resistance. Wow.
Oh, and I made sure to pick bludgeoning. Oh, okay.
That's amazing. as you and slide, and you are prone on the ground, a few feet away as you've been pushed away.
Oofies.
That
hurt.
And then
Oh no.
right out into the middle, not really looking at you or anybody else, just sort of reacting. And that is the end of the big one's turn. Next up is Soren. Bob and Isaac are on deck after the baddies.
The room is like sufficiently illuminated, right? I can see.
It's
everything
illuminated enough.
Dim. Okay. Then I'm just gonna reach a hand out towards the big guy and start to push the whispers into his head and use dissonant whispers.
Okay. So you focus on the fungal form of this creature, and you try very hard to get this done. Oh, by the way, the light. Actually, you said that. The light does go out when you fall over.
When I fall over?
Yeah, I said you got prone. You got natural 20. You got pushed and prone. And actually, roll me a Constitution saving
Isn't
throw.
the light totally independent of me?
It is attached to your shoulder and fell with you. It's like
Oh.
magically like hovers around you and follows with you. Just
I thought it floated
just
around like behind or whatever. Constitution. That's
no, let's just say just a D20 roll,
Oh, I rolled a 3.
just for luck. What is it?
A 3.
A 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so it floats and then next to you, and it turns off. We'll say right as this happens.
Okay.
So
Okay. So then it makes a wisdom save.
wisdom saving throw. Seven. Okay.
So only 8 psychic damage, but it has to immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay, so it has to move away from you specifically?
Yes.
Okay. As you are cast into mostly darkness, again, there's some dim light coming from this way. It has to move away from you. It turns and moves through Isaac
Oh no.
and turns into here. I need Isaac just to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Mm-hmm.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. As you see this happen and you push your cane into the ground, and you sort of push yourself back, and you are able to avoid any of complications that happen there. But it runs into the corner, and it just like curls up into the wall. And although you know where it is, it looks camouflaged against the wall.
That's so creepy.
That's fucking cool.
As it pulls in. Okay. And did you want to move or bonus action?
I will walk forward about to where I remember Izzy being.
10?
Like another 5 feet diagonal here.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just try and draw some heat if any of the small ones come out.
Sure. You look down at her, and what is Isabella doing in this moment as you get pushed back, and you can feel...
She's probably got cracks in her upper neck and everything, and she's just like getting up from the hit
Just
as Mistress is filling in the gaps.
and you see Mistress's ink sort of filling in these cracks in the porcelain. Okay. And that's it for your turn?
Yeah.
All right, the other two are here as they peel off from the wall. And this one's going to go towards loud noises. And this one's going to go 5, 10, 20, let's see. Odds or evens?
Odds.
Isaac. As you see these humanoid figures, and in between the places where it's just covered in fungus, you do see a few places where maybe some bone, some rib cage with some mushrooms growing on it. These look like people that have come down here before. Maybe on direction of the person that sent you here before and have been consumed by this place. And you look around. And you notice the walls,
Yep.
pressed into the walls, dozens of corpses used as vessels of propagation for whatever species this is. These, the last two right now that seem viable of movement, but the others on the walls, just gently, dozens.
Did he know when he sent us down here?
Yeah. He told us to come
Oh
down.
yeah,
So,
No, but did he know that this was happening?
Yeah,
I
probably.
think so.
Definitely fucking new.
so
It's pretty sus.
you have one attack against you and one against you. So first one against Ink is a 9 to hit. I think misses.
Misses.
And then Isaac, does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Stop
10 higher
picking
than
on
my
him.
AC.
You take 6 bludgeoning damage as you're just slammed indiscriminately. Just hit across the shoulder and chest, and the wind sort of gets knocked out from you for a second. That is the end of their turn. It is now Bob's turn, who runs up to your aid without hesitation, but also not with like personal care for your well-being, but rather in animalistic focus on the task at hand. What he was hired for, what he was told to do, was to go with you and help him kill stuff.
I love him.
So he is going to make an attack on this one
What a good bean.
with a natural 18, baby. So Bob swings. Wow. He does 9 slashing damage to this one. Not bad. And is going to split the gap and go here and sort of like not make a noise. Just teeth.
Staring.
Last up, Isaac, bottom of the round.
I'm not within reach of that guy, am I? Big one?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's within reach.
Okay, I'll just use disengage action because I get to attack anyways.
Okay, disengage action. Where
Then
do
I'm
you
going
want
to
to
move
go?
around over by Isabel.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're going for a home run. Two-handed, just
Two-handed. Boom.
that thing. 14.
14 to hit. Hits.
Okay. 1.
1 damage.
1 damage.
With 2 hands.
Yeah.
And you go, and it goes. You ever hit a baseball bat and it goes?
Yeah, it fucking
You
hurts.
feel that, and your hands vibrate, and the whole cane just sort of like for a second. But it takes 1 damage, and it's the one that Bob just attacked. So, chip it away.
Ooh,
Chip it away. Anything else?
that's it.
That's it. Okay.
All of it.
All right. Next up, Isabella. Ink on deck.
A little
Top of the
feral. I'm gonna fucking claw my way up.
You're gonna claw.
Stand up. And then I'm slashing at the one in front of me by
As you
ink.
turn.
Just claw out.
If you move, you can get flanking.
Yes.
Just tossing
Yes.
a bone out there. Okay, so you move over, and animalistically you get up, your head turns, and then the body follows as you rotate around, and you slash.
That's gonna be 23 to
That
hit.
hits.
And that's a D4. 5 slashing damage.
5 slashing. Okay. As you sink your claws through there and drag them through the fungal mass, and as you do and you drag some of that aside, there's definitely like behind the fungal pulp on the outside that's built up and grown, there's definitely a gooey center. There's something being consumed on the inside. This fungal mass is using the fuel of this body before it, you assume, runs out of fuel and plants itself on the wall and waits for further propagation.
That is all I can do because
That's it?
I
Nobody
don't have
else?
a bonus action. So
Okay, well, you just did. Okay, yeah. Okay,
movement and action.
yeah. Ink, you're up.
I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Okay.
10, 15, 25, 30.
These
think
things
I
are
have
so
one too.
good.
30. And then I'm going to use feline agility to do a dash. 20,
Okay.
25. And then I'm going to shoot this one.
The one in the middle?
Yep.
Okay. You turn and fire one off.
Oh, that sucks. 9.
9 total.
Yep.
You blast through. You seem to take a piece off, but it seems to be just a piece that doesn't have any vital function, I suppose. Anything else? That was your bonus action, most of your, all of your movement.
Yep.
Okay, as you. Next up is the big one. At the beginning of his turn, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, it just has to
Right.
use that reaction.
Right. Okay. So use this reaction, and then you see this like move out from the side, and then turn again, and is going to turn, and yeah, going to use. You see as it pulls off from this wall, turns again, more of those yellow spores. And Bob needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
At least it's not me. I don't care.
Let's see what Bob's saving throw is.
Oh.
7. With it. You see Bob wind up for yet another hit with his, was it halberd or whatever he's got going on there?
Yeah.
And as he does, he
Oh.
and he's stunned.
Oh no,
Bob's
Bob.
going to turn into a
He's
zombie.
about to
Do we
get
have to kill Bob now?
Bob is stunned. Did you find stunned for me? You might be my status fella for this.
They're probably color coded.
They are. I
Yeah.
still remember them.
I should
He has
give
an
you a
encyclopedic
storage
brain,
thing for
though.
that.
True.
Well, they just come in a bag. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, thank you. That is not the end of the turn. And then next, right at Bob, a slam attack. So stun gets advantage.
You should look at that.
Stun's advantage and automatic crit, right? Stunning strike on monk does that, I believe. So
Let me pull it up. I have
same thing. I'm gonna roll advantage.
I'm pretty
gonna
sure
roll the
you're
first one, so I know what the first. Okay. I don't know if it matters.
It just says advantage, not automatic crit.
It's
I
paralyzed.
think you have to
Paralyzed.
be. Yeah.
So advantage on a stunned target. Even with advantage, goes to swing down at Bob and just misses.
Bro.
Bob is too stoic.
Bob is just too powerful.
Too powerful.
Can't stop
So that's
the
the
Bob.
end. That's the end of that one's turn. It does a lot of damage if it hits though.
Right here.
Oh, that's clever.
What's
The
that?
enlarged one, it just it slots the mini in to make it a 2-inch base.
Oh, I didn't know that. That is cool. I'm not here. Is it set in? I never used it for that. Yep.
Yeah, roughly.
That feels good. So you don't even have to have a new mini.
That's neat.
Yeah, close enough. All right, cool. So, it is Soren's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try and deal with the one that Isabella's got.
Okay. So do you run over to it, or do you just turn right where you're at? Do you move?
I will move towards it to help her get positioning.
Okay. So you want to be behind it?
Yeah.
Okay. So behind it, allowing flanking.
Yep. And then I'm just going to reach out and do a mind sliver into its brain.
Is that a touch spell?
No.
It's a ranged spell.
60 feet. It's a
Okay, so you have
saving throw.
disadvantage when you're within 5 feet on a ranged attack.
It makes a save, intelligence save.
Oh, then it's fine. Yeah, intelligence save. All right, cool. I guess also you could have done that in movement anyway. Intelligence save. I rolled well, but an 11. Have -4 on the plant zombies.
Well, it takes 1 psychic damage.
1 psychic damage.
Chipping away.
It
Wow.
is rattled.
And then subtract 1d4 if it makes a saving throw before the end of my next turn.
Okay. Right. Remind me. I have one next to it, but we'll see. So, you send out a psychic burst in its direction, allowing some of the psychic energy to ripple off you, and you're not sure if it was terribly affected, doing 1 damage. There doesn't seem to be much of an intellect left in there, but enough to where maybe it got hurt.
Sure.
What is there a minimum intelligence on that? Mind sliver?
Not on this card.
Okay.
Let me double check.
All right.
Sometimes there is.
I'm sure it's probably fine. So that's the end of your turn. It is their turn. Both of the plant zombies. One is going to swing out towards Soren because you're the last one to hurt it. With a slam attack. Ooh. 12.
Nice, he's 11.
Finally. You take 5 bludgeoning damage as it
Hey, I'll have
just
low
slams you
AC.
into the wall. And the next one is going to
books.
attack.
So do I.
This one's going to attack Bob
books.
Oh, I read books.
because it's marked by the spores. So it gets advantage. Natural 20 doesn't matter.
Boo.
Natural 20 on Bob.
Ooh.
Take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Boo.
Not a big deal for Bob. 5 bludgeoning damage as it just whacks him in the back of the head, and he goes. So that's their turn. It is Bob's turn. He gets to try to make a save at the end of his turn against this. Constitution save throw. Bob, with a natural 18, shakes off the stunned effect, maybe from the blunt force trauma to the back of his head.
What a sigma.
What a sigma. Bob on the grind.
Simply just don't be stunned. just think harder.
So, Bob shakes it off, and that's the end of his turn. Isaac, Isabella, Inc. in that order.
I should have flanking on this guy, right?
Oh yeah. Since Bob is no longer stunned.
Yeah, we're gonna.
With advantage, with is it your cane?
Oh, we're going scalpel this time.
Okay, so you slip out your scalpel
Jesus
and you
Christ.
slash him. What happened?
A nat 20.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's my third nat 20 a day. This is fun because that just gives me more stuff. I don't think they can bleed though, so
We'll see.
okay. D4.
With a nat 20 causes a bleed on your scalpel, correct?
Yeah. And then, oh god, this is fine.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the extra damage. I forgot. It's just another damage dice, right?
2d4.
Yeah.
2d4 when you use the scalpel on you, because you're a surgeon.
6 times 2, so 12.
12.
12 slashing damage.
12 slashing damage on that one. Okay.
I assume it can't bleed though.
It doesn't bleed, but it is a zombie. So it must make a Constitution saving throw DC 5 plus the damage taken on this. So 5 plus 12, 17. Needs to make a con save of 17. Natural 19. As you slash
zombie
through
endurance.
it, and you definitely sever what you assume is like a major portion of what you assume is like a nerve cluster keeping the body alive or something, and you slash through it, and the head sort of tilts forward, unable to maintain connection because of the corpse on the inside. But that doesn't seem to follow the rules of normal anatomy. So it stays alive. That's the end of your turn? Or you got movement or something else?
I should have done 3d4.
You should have done 3d4?
Yeah. Because specifically puncture, when you crit, this weapon does an additional 1d4 damage.
Mhm.
And then surgeon also gives me another
Roll another
d4.
d4.
So that's what I was like, wait, this doesn't seem right.
So 17.
Plus 1.
So it's still
Yeah.
alive, but okay, now we know.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Which is why Scalpel is a really good weapon for you. Yeah, so it's alive. Okay, so that's Isaac's turn, unless you want to do anything else.
I'm good.
Okay, Isabella, Benning.
Claw.
Claw!
Fuck. That's not a good claw.
Did you roll with
7.
advantage?
Wait. Oh, yeah. True. That's really good. 23 to hit.
Hits.
And this is a d4. That is a 6 slashing damage.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna take a potion.
Okay, as you slash into it, and you see major parts of its structure are torn away by the savage attack from your mistress claw, and then you take another potion, and parts of your anatomy fill in the cracks of the porcelain, as the magic potion identifies you as a living being. So
That's good.
so that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
No movement. Okay.
Stay here.
All right. Ink, you're up. Both of the zombies are close. You could see that they're falling apart and dilapidated. The big one is big.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want to do.
I'll shoot the one that just got damaged. The one that's already on the other side of the room.
The one that she just attacked? Okay.
Don't
As
hit
you-
me, please.
Steady shot.
Okay, steady shot, no movement.
18.
Oh, safe.
18 hits. Go and roll damage.
20 piercing damage.
20 piercing. Okay. 5 plus 20, 25. I have to get a natural 20. Let's see. 10! This one explodes and dies. It finally expires as you see just a smattering of, like, the bullet going in, and then the exit wound of a combination of blue, green, gray fungus, and whatever pinkish, dark red, purple gloop was left over from the corpse within it. It's gone. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Next up is the big boy. He's going to turn and move out to here. Damn. And is going to turn towards Ink, who is making a lot of noise.
Can I get a
And
silencer, please?
Bob gets opportunity attack with his reaction. Natural 16 hits. Only does 4 slashing damage, but it's better than 0 slashing damage as this large entity walks up to you and is going to slam down, but first is going to, out of its little hole, need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Well, that's not great.
Okay. 17. You feel yourself, you feel the world sort of tilt on its side, and your like equilibrium drops away for a second. You sort of stumble, and then you've had some chemicals in you, and this isn't that potent of stuff. And just when you shake your head loose, you see a large shape coming towards you for a slam attack. Natural 18 hits you good.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. As 4, 5, 6. You take 7 bludgeoning damage, and then when you do that, there's a it didn't affect Isabella. There's a little, like, and you feel yourself punctured just slightly, really fast, in and out.
You're gonna have all kinds of
I
weird
just have all
shit.
diseases.
And you take 8 additional poison
Oh
damage.
shit! Okay, I'm down.
You take 8
You're
additional
in the
poison.
cycle.
You're
I
in
am
the
in the
cycle.
cycle.
In the cycle, so not down, but yeah, we have, as you feel that, when you feel your heartbeat, and the veins in your neck, although covered in fur, you can feel expand, and your head starts to hurt, and your eyes bulge. Not a good feeling.
Yeah.
That one's turn. Soren, you're up.
Yeah. Seeing that Ink is in trouble, and that thing is drawn to sound, I'm going to take out my pistol,
Okay.
and I'm going to take a shot at it.
As you fire it off, go ahead and make a shot. Let's just say you want to hit.
12.
12 misses. As it sinks in, but it doesn't seem to react at all to the damage. It must have been stopped by one of these large plates to do any damage. So that's your action.
Okay, well, I still made noise.
You did make noise.
I'm just going to back up into that corner.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
just right here? Or
yeah,
more?
Yeah, just like right there.
Okay. All right, as you back up. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. The one plant zombie that's left is going to make a slam attack. It's going to turn from Bob because it just got slashed, and is going to try to hit Isaac. Natural 17. Woo! 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Are we still up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Not really though.
All right. You're slammed, and you feel your body.
It's you and me, Sarah.
You feel a little crack. Okay. That's its turn. It's just wailing in every direction. It is Bob's turn, who has advantage on the strike.
Fuck him up.
Bob looks at you
Silently.
silently and just slashes towards the zombie with hits enough with a natural 11, but that's over the zombie. Oh boy. Takes 6 damage, which means 11 is the undead fortitude save. We'll see.
I hate zombies.
Zombies have a +3. 16, 19 total. Okay, so it's still up, even though both you and Bob have gone into it. Bob is going to action surge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bob is tired of this. Natural 18 definitely hits. Another some damage. 9, 10, 11 total damage on that. So that brings it to 16. A natural 5
8.
plus 3. That's 8.
It fails.
Bob kills the zombie
Go, Bob.
as it is cut in half and forced to bisect you and Bob. Bob looks over to you, and you see in his eyes just that. You don't know if that's good or bad.
Just gonna give him a nod.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He runs up to the back of this.
Let's go, Bob.
He doesn't have any more stuff to do. Isaac, it's your turn, though.
Okay. Well, first off, it's potion.
Okay.
We're gonna do one of
You
those.
take a potion, and you see Ink back there, like you see her surrounded by this thing,
Okay.
and then you hear her go, like dry heave.
Yeah.
You assume bad.
Is this just from the poison I took earlier? Okay. Wasn't
It's
sure if
not
I missed
recurring,
something.
so-
10, 15, 20. It's 20 feet to get up to him from here, right? I think I did this 5, 10,
5, 10, 15, 20. Yep.
Cool, we're gonna do that.
Okay, you get right up here. This is flanking.
Yeah. We're gonna use... No, we're going scalpel. Fuck this guy.
Okay, scalpel.
Yeah.
And you have advantage because you're flanking.
It's gonna be a... Nah, I don't trust it.
Oops.
Can you go in the dice box,
Oops.
please? Okay, so that's gonna be 18 to hit.
18 hits.
2d4.
So both zombies are gone.
So 4 damage.
4 damage. It might feel like you're not doing anything, but you've just caused it to be officially bloodied. So,
We're doing it.
as you slash in, you don't get as much depth to it as you'd like, but you do nick something, and you see not blood, but like this, a similar ooze to what's on the ground. It's almost bioluminescent,
Okay.
greenish slime from the inside as it starts to leak from several of these wounds, particularly the bullet holes. So, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Isabella Inc. at the top of the round.
I would like to move forward about 10 feet.
Okay, 5, 10,
Let's make it 15.
15.
And then I'm going to use Witch Bolt and shoot a tendril of Mistress out to this thing.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack as the tendril reaches out and tries to leech on.
Oh, fuck. 8.
8 total.
Yeah.
It's a zombie, not a big one. Not a big one, so it doesn't hit this one. As it gets out, and you can see the leech head of the Witch Bolt tendril sort of try to get purchase, and then just slides off and retracts
God
back at you.
damn it.
I'm just glad you didn't roll that one. It was going right past my head.
Yeah,
Right back
but
at you.
now I don't have spells.
The warlock life.
The warlock was.
It's okay. You have
I missed with one and now we're fucked.
Don't you have 2 spell slots?
Yeah, I used the other one earlier.
Yeah.
Arms of Hadar.
Oh, that's right.
At least there's Eldritch Blast.
I don't have Eldritch Blast because I'm not a basic bitch.
Fair enough.
So, that's Isabel's turn.
Yep.
All right. Ink, you're up. At the beginning of your turn, you begin the cycle. So, your speed is halved. You make attacks at disadvantage. And you have to make a death saving throw at the end of your turn. So, you also have disadvantage on saving throws. It's a little brutal, but you get to do stuff still. So what would you like to do? You also have your dash action, yes, your potions.
I'm gonna take a potion.
Okay, so with your bonus action, how many points are you negative? You want to dump it out.
1.
You want to dump that out, probably.
Oh, duh.
It's just stacked. You're only negative 1?
Yeah.
Oh.
4s! Double 4s!
Yes!
A full heal, 10 hit points. You are no longer in the cycle
as you feel that poison like rattle in your brain, and the healing potion seems to clear that up pretty quickly. Everything is normal.
Yay. Okay. I'm going to.
Yeah, surrounded.
Yeah, I can't disengage. Well, I guess I could as an
You can
action.
run out.
You could try to run out, but once you go a little bit, you go up those stairs that made you fall. So you can't go far. You can basically go to the edge of that map
Yeah, I mean,
before the stairs just are slidey. You can try to get up them.
you can still use your action to disengage, like you were saying too. Like you've.
I'm gonna be safe about it.
Uh-huh.
If it were Professor, I'd say YOLO, but nope.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take the disengage action and I'll 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You should still have your feline
Oh, is
stuff
it?
too.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't moved.
5, 10,
Should have my
15,
what?
Your
20,
feline
25,
agility?
30.
Oh, I haven't
You didn't
moved, so I
move
can use
last
my
turn.
feline.
Can you use that every turn?
Yeah.
It's if you don't move on a turn, it comes
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
So I'll just go.
There you go. All the way back as you see.
It's got the zoomies.
Does
zoomies.
Ink ever use her hands to move as well?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Like she
so
just
you
fell
see,
on all
so like this, and you just and sort of claw on the wall, like when you were kids, you were going upstairs. Did you guys
Yeah.
do that on
Yeah.
all fours? Me too. So same thing, and you get around and skid backwards. You look down at your gun. I think you have 3 bullets left, 2 bullets.
3.
And you look down. You're not dead. So that's Ink's turn. Okay, it's the big one. Turning. Now, closing you all off from the exit. Looks down at the 2 attacking. Odds or evens?
Oh, odds. Odds every time.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw as
18.
once again you fight off the effects of whatever
He's
this
a
is,
doctor. He uses a mask.
and then Bob gets slammed at. Mm,
I believe in science.
I need 6. I don't have 6. Mrs. Bob as Bob sort of deflects it with the axe. It's Soren's turn.
Okay. Can I move closer so I'm like up by the seam?
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, like right there is perfect.
20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you move up.
I'll do that, and then I'll use another mind sliver on this one.
Another mind sliver. Okay, it's intelligence save.
Yep.
Okay, this one's a bit more intelligent than the zombie. But it failed in 10.
3 psychic damage.
3 psychic damage.
And minus 1d4 on the next save.
And 1d4 on the next save. Okay. So, as you push out some of your psychic energy, this takes more purchase. This is an intelligent creature. You could feel that on the way
Good.
back. And more than you thought, as you feel some of the psychic resonance. So, that's the end of your turn.
Yes.
It is Bob's turn. He's going to swing away. In fact, he's a badass. We're flanking.
Hell yeah, Bob.
We're flanking. Door. We'll just move the door. So he's flanking with a natural 20.
Hey.
Bob, the man. All my NPCs are gods, apparently.
See?
Yep.
He's just a level 3 fighter.
Told you it was good to
I
hire
made him when he
someone.
walked in the room. So,
Those are the best characters.
they are. 9 slashing damage. He doesn't have anything left in the tank for that, but there's a big slash right down. Okay. Next up is Isaac, then Isabella, then Ink.
It's not.
Okay.
I look at crazy makeshift mask idea so I can prevent myself.
Isaac, roll an insight check.
13.
13. When the big thing moved into the uncorrupted space and some of the light touched it, it's recoiling away. It's going to move out of that space soon.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to enjoy the light.
I'm gonna swing to the side a little bit so it doesn't run me over.
Okay. Like just there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll just... Yeah, I'll just attack. So, okay, I want to run the idea past you first.
You can try anything.
So I was going to use my undershirt to pull it up over my nose, and then use my tie to tighten it so it doesn't fall down.
Take an action.
But then I wouldn't have to make... Con saves might be easier. Yeah, we're going to do that.
Okay. So you lift this up and you take your tie and sort of tie it tight. And I will say it gives you advantage on this specific kind of interaction as you mask up. Makes sense. Spores. Masks are effective. And you feel a little bit more secure in that. You do have a bonus action?
Yeah, we're just going to stay.
Okay. You do that. Feel a little bit better about it. Isabella, Ink, you're up.
We're gonna throw leeches out at him.
Infestation?
And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Con save. Okay. 21. Unlucky. As you see these, as you infest and see these slimy leeches, it just sort of incorporates into the form. It doesn't seem bothered at all by more carrion style pests.
I'm going to.
Oh wait, did you?
No, D4. You're right.
It
D4.
won't bring it low enough anyway.
21. What's your save?
13.
Well, it still does happen. 2.
Can I tell that it's about to head back?
Oh yeah. You can see at this point, it's like starting to move out of the light.
I
It doesn't
am
like the light.
going to run up to it
Oh.
and stand directly in front of it and plant my heavy ass
Like
feet
that?
down on the ground. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna block this thing.
Okay. Sure. Yes. Ink, you're up. You see what's happening here. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try and fan the hammer.
Okay.
This has never worked for me once, I don't think.
Please don't hit me. I would like you to
She
not
could hit all of us.
blow a hole in my
You had to get your
porcelain
practice in.
skull.
Okay, that's 14.
14
On
hits the first one.
Okay. You
So-
still get sneak attack on the first attack of this, right? You said it doesn't on the
Correct.
subsequent?
Yeah, the first attack you land in a round, if it applies, is sneak attack.
If I don't no, because steady shot would be, it's a completely different thing. No. Oh, that's a low roll. That sucks. 9 piercing on the first one.
Okay.
For some reason, you have way too much trouble.
What did I say last time? It's 13, so a glancing blow.
13 is a glancing blow.
If I
Does
remember
half
correctly, I
damage
should
on
say.
this one. Yep.
10, so 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 piercing? No, wait, sorry. It would be 10, 13 divided by 2.
6.
Yes.
Okay. As you 2 of them, and then the last one, your last bullet in the chamber. You look down, you know, and then you pull the hammer back and you fire. What is it?
Not a 1. Not a 1.
What is it?
It is a 4.
4 total?
Yeah.
Okay. And you look down, and you take your eye off the target, and you just fire it into the ground. Like not right in front of the ground, but like
2 out of 3.
basically
Not
its
bad for
legs.
me.
And your gun is empty, and you holster it. Anything else? Any movement? Any bony axe?
No, that's it.
Okay. It is its turn. You missed. Bob did damage. Turns to Bob. Bob dies. Bob is resurrected.
What a wild.
What a wild moment.
Fucking.
It turns It's gonna do. Yeah, I really want. God. It needs you out. It needs you out. You haven't done any damage, and Bob's done damage. It's gonna attack Bob. No. It's gonna attack you with a slam attack first, and then turn around and spore Bob. Let's see if Bob gets hit. Bob saves. Fuck. And it's gonna hit Isabella with a slam attack.
Did you nat 20?
No, I nat 2'd.
Sometimes it just be like.
So it swings and it wants to move and get out of here. It's like swinging and spinning, trying to get out of the light, and it's gonna try to push past you. However, you said you wanted to be in the way of it.
Fight me, bitch.
You are heavy.
Move this 200 pounds of pure steel.
It's bigger than 200 pounds. So go ahead and make me a contested athletics check. Did you roll well?
I rolled okay. But my strength is not good, so my athletics is not good. So it's a 10. What did you roll? Do I get to be Captain America for a moment?
The fungal behemoth lumbers forward and tries to get out. And it takes a step forward and tries to slam down at you. And you, with your claw and with the help of Mistress, grab, and you see this, like this roiling, almost musculature, Venom style, as you grab the hand and it tries to push against you and your feet push a little bit.
Oh, that's so badass.
But you hold it in place. It doesn't move. 4. I rolled a 4. Cool. So, that's its turn. Soren, you see this. It's locked in place. What would you like to do? It's not like grappled. It's just held for movement. That uses your reaction, but I don't think it matters.
I'm gonna stick to my original plan and take out my lantern
Okay.
and then light it and.
Okay, that's an action.
Yep.
Okay, you take out the lantern and it's the bullseye lantern?
Yeah. It's a 60-foot cone of bright light.
And you focus the bright light on it and it goes and it curls away and you hear that source from many different like pieces and almost like not a scream but some contraction and some air got pushed out of these like holes in its form that make whistles. And so it sounds like tons of those all at once, maybe a dozen. And it's like discordant and the tones were all different. Horrifying. But it doesn't seem to like that. It is now affected with light sickness. Has disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, saving throws. And other things happen, but you don't know.
I'm just gonna stay put then and.
Okay, and you shine the
Keep it
lantern
there,
on it
Isabella.
and you hold it steady. It is Bob's turn. Bob gets advantage on this because it's flanked.
Yes.
Bob raises up his pole arm.
Go, Bob, go.
Bob rolls a natural 17, which hits.
Bob, 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 Bob.
He does 5 damage, which is enough for undead fortitude. So it needs to beat a 10. Natural 20.
Motherfucker.
It stays up. Goes.
Wait, does it have disadvantage?
No, it's disadvantage. You're right because it's in light.
True.
Natural 18.
Damn it.
So Bob doesn't put it down. However, Isaac, Isabella, Inc. all have opportunities in that order. Isaac, you see this light. You see the opportunity. You see Isabella holding the fist and it trying desperately to get away. You see it get stabbed into. It's almost like you're all chopping with axes at a stump and it's just getting whittled down. The form of it, you can see pieces of it lying all over the floor in here. What do you want to do?
We're gonna slash it.
We're gonna slash it. Slash it up.
Nah.
We're using the brains.
It's the last one.
Last one of the day.
Yeah.
Woo!
And he's
We
using
got
it to
there.
steal a
Finally got there.
Ooh.
I miss.
How much is it?
11.
11 is a
Yeah.
miss. Just enough of a miss as you slash
Wait,
upward.
advantage?
For flanking?
When I get his disadvantage, you do have a flanking advantage. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it counted because I'm
You
like
do. It counts.
sideways.
Yep. Nat 20?
Yes.
Wow.
Jesus
Nat 20.
Christ.
Roll those 4d4.
Holy shit.
3.
3d4.
3d4.
Or
but
3d4.
still,
3d4 doubled.
that's- Yeah.
And then plus your.
So what is that?
Ooh.
36?
No,
No,
36.
sorry,
Double
sorry,
the
sorry,
dice.
sorry.
Don't quadruple them.
I was doubling them and then I doubled them again.
Don't do
Sorry. 8, 14, 18.
18. Well, that'd be 36, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, what?
18. So he has to make a save of 18 with disadvantage.
18 plus 5.
18 plus 5. So 23.
But I have to roll a nat 20, right?
Natural 1.
We've done it.
How do you want to do this?
Woo!
How do you want to do this? Isaac Baines.
I think so. How like Isabel's pushing it?
Isabel's got like its left
What's
fist.
that gap that I can walk underneath?
What do you mean?
Like slice the arm
Yeah,
off?
Under
I was
its
gonna
arm.
just like walk under it and just
Yeah, go for it. What do you do?
throat it just with the scalpel. Just as I'm walking by, just
You walk up and you make a nice, distinct, perfect line under it. And then you slash through again, and you disconnect several of the what seem to be the major sensory organs. You don't know what to call them as they separate, and you see these like residual puffs of this pollen and spore as it falls backwards. Bob needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
this is how
Bob,
Bob
natural
dies.
15 is fine. As it falls over. And Bob moves out of the way. And that is the end of combat. As you have dispatched the pests in the basement.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna reload as the thing goes
Sure,
down.
yeah.
That's just
a good
compulsively gotta
Reload.
I'm looking for a door. If there's another door.
You look around for a door. There is no other door.
Okay.
This is the last stop in the architecture of this place.
Has the
So we've
fungus-
taken care of the problem?
If there is,
Seems
yeah,
to
I think
be,
you were
yeah.
going to ask.
I was just gonna ask him if the fungus looks like it's dying at all on its own or not.
Okay, go ahead and make a nature check.
Oh, I'm terrible at that. Not when you roll a natural 19. 24.
Terrible. That's plus 5.
Yeah, I forgot I have +5. I forgot I'm proficient in nature. I'm sorry.
Terrible.
Dropping
The
over
fucking phone, I can't hold on to it.
The fungus seems to still be alive, but for now, those pieces on the wall seem relatively dormant.
And then try and whip one just to see if it reacts in any way.
You whip one, and it hits, whoosh, and it goes.
So it did react a little.
A little bit.
Should we try and burn it somehow? I know we talked about it briefly, but we didn't have
Are
anything.
there any chemicals that would kill it? That we could
It is
spray?
a garden, a defoliant of
It
some
is.
sort.
Kind of already, like, foliage. It should burn on its own.
Because it's moist down here.
You hear in the back, the stairs return to what they used to be.
Or maybe we've already fulfilled that end of the deal.
I guess we can go back and if whoever wants more, we can come back down, I guess.
We did kill it. If it
Yeah.
comes back, that's his problem.
I agree.
You hear from the end of the hallway, up the stairs a little bit.
I'm gonna walk out and
Yeah, I'm
walk
gonna
towards the
walk
stairs.
Marty! Marty, buddy! Did you do a good job?
Who's Marty?
I sent you some dinner!
Oh God.
And then you hear...
I think we did pretty well.
Marty! As you hear from, like, around the corner, you can't see the person.
I'm gonna try and run up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
to,
run
like,
up.
Like dash.
You try to run up.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
What a little fucker.
I'm
You
aware
noticed
of the
this.
stairs. I'm going to try and be careful of them, just for the record.
They're
I'm
up
not
normal
forgetting. Okay. That's a 14.
14, okay. You start running up, and there's this sound of ink running up as you guys sort of like crane your necks around to watch her curl around this staircase. And there's a split second where you see the person. I need to roll a perception check to see how much that is.
Bad perception. 12.
12. There is just enough time for you to see like feet and legs and torso, and you make like the way your vision moves starts to reveal it. You get up to about the midsection, and you see pants that look like just like jeans or something, maybe overalls. You see shoes that are almost like just tennis shoes, like laced up like Chucks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see the bottoms of what looks to be like a white overcoat, and then it disappears.
Like disappears as in obscured, or disappears as
Disappears.
in magically?
Disappears.
Okay.
Goes away, and then you hear someone run away.
I'm walking up the stairs.
You walk up the
Are they
stairs.
still?
A few seconds go by, maybe 10 seconds, while you all walk up here, including Bob, who just behind you happily. You hear the speakers sort of crackle and turn on again, sort of that buzzing principle over the loudspeaker sound. Congratulations! You did a good job, heroes.
I don't.
You are now, bear witness.
We know you were trying to feed us to whatever that was. Come on. We are not dumb.
Is it your pet? It was a stupid play.
You should all come to the front office for your meeting with me.
You know, if you try and kill us again, it is only going to be worse, right? So just please do not.
I will have you know that you are still within the confines of my property, and it is within my rights to feed you to my pets.
I do not think that is alright. I do not think that is a thing.
We would prefer not to kill your pets, but if you force us, we will have to do so.
And you hear it turn off.
Are we going to go to the office?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you start making your way up the stairs.
I have cat
Make your
ears.
way through the bone room.
I still have Mr. Buttons on my head, so I have cat ears.
Okay.
Where's your real hat? I feel, yeah.
Where did it go?
Where's the verisimilitude?
It was over here.
Yeah.
your cat?
Better.
Can I make a little tail too?
Don't care.
A little
What
ink
you'd like.
tail?
So
ink tail.
you make your way into the main hallway. You walk down the glass-walled, glass-ceilinged, marble floors, and you step towards the front. You see the door itself is still
there's steel bars that are still down in there, sealing you in. The windows themselves still have steel panic room walls that pop down. And to the right is the office that opened up into, or like the waiting room to the office that you guys were in earlier. So you get to the waiting room and you see the door close behind the steel panic room door. And the lounge is set in here. It is a nice lounge. It's very set up at this point. You see beverages, snacks, some crackers, some cheese, and some what looks to be like lunch meats, some grapes. The water has ice in it. You notice that all of you are dingy and sweaty from being in this humid area. What do you want to do? There's lounging space around. There's a couch on the right wall, and there's 2 chairs. It basically is like a dentist's office, but really nice.
I'm gonna prestidigitate all of the gunk off of my clothing
Yeah, I'm gonna get some water.
and my
hard.
skin.
Yeah, the water looks drinkable.
Okay.
And then
I'm sorry, was this the room with the panic room door?
Yeah, the panic room door is like if you sit on the couch across from you, there's paintings on the wall of like a nature scene, and like people in the park, and the different like one of those, remember those old things that showed like plant, and it would tell you all the different types of scientific names for plants. Basically like that, and then a steel door with a little slide that seems to operate from the inside that moves aside. And you hear, as you sit down and enjoy any of the beverages if you'd like, as you pour yourself a glass of water and sit down, and you just leave like this. Especially you, as you before you prestidigitate and you sort of, if you touch anything, especially your back, covered in that like slimy stuff.
yeah, I'm gonna do that to me and Isaac.
As
And
Mistress starts to suck it out of the clothing and the different crevices, and then you do that to Isaac. Isaac, do you want Mistress to?
Yeah, I don't mind.
She slobbers all over anybody that would like to have that happen. You hear a as the speakers come back on and sort of feedback a little bit. So, you have completed your task and shown yourself to be valuable to my purposes.
we already acted on your purposes, though. So
You also broke and entered into my home.
Well, I do not believe you have a deed to this place. It is abandoned. Squatters' rights are not really a thing that I think you can claim
I
here.
didn't realize I was dealing with a liberal. I should have known I would have had more things in the basement. Oh, yeah. I'll have you know you're on sovereign ground.
So you don't own this place.
Nobody can own land.
You absolutely can.
People do on land, like, just practically speaking.
Our family owns like acres of that.
What are those purposes?
I'm so glad you asked, Mr.
Isaac.
Isaac. And the rest of you? Do we agree to non-violent communications?
Do you
That would
agree
be
to not
preferable.
intentionally feed us to something again?
How was I to know your intent when you came in here?
We
could have
told
asked.
you.
I would never ask. There are too many intruders.
Well,
you were the
we-
one who brought violence into this.
I was not.
We did.
Tell me. How did you get in?
Walked?
Yes, we walked through the front gate.
The front gate, you say?
Yes, with your magic lock.
Yes, with the magic lock. How did you avoid the magic lock?
Anti-magic bullet.
Seemed a little bit like breaking into a place that was locked. Then
Place
what did
that
you
someone
do?
doesn't own.
Then what did you do?
You just said no one can own land, and now you're saying this is your property. I just want to point out that you are
I did not
contradicting.
say property. I said my space.
Okay,
This is my home.
I think you're changing your rhetoric based on what works for you, and I do
It's
not
just
think
the
that is
building
fair.
your home, or all the grounds your home.
We do not have to get caught up in the property rights that either exist or do not exist. What needs to be understood is that you were trying to you came in here, okay? And then what did you do? You walked through the gate? You opened the gate?
Yes.
You hear like a not again.
We are just looking for someone.
It turns off.
You know,
I'm gonna start banging on the door
If
with the
you-
gun.
Bang on the door and you start to hear many
you-
locks being unlocked.
if you had another way to contact you,
The speakers are off,
He's
and it
opening
sounds
the
like the door.
door.
This is an audio problem. Can hear your muffled speaking, but can't hear it on the other side. You can't hear them either. And then there's a and then the panic button is unset, and you can hear several. And you hear the door open just slightly and stays open. And you hear someone scurry back really fast.
I'm gonna walk over.
You walk in really quick?
Yeah.
You walk in really quick and roll just a d20. See how fast you get there.
8.
8? Okay. So you see just the last seconds of this figure running behind their desk and like setting up like casually at the business desk, the desk of business. And you walk in, the door opens, and you see inside this space is just an office. It looks like a principal's office. This was definitely like some sort of administrative building here. And there are potted plants in every corner of the room of all varieties. And there's like a complex tubing system of spritzers and water, and there's another door that heads off somewhere else, deeper into part of the building. And at the desk, which is sort of a half moon, semicircular desk, feet up on one side over here, leaning this way, you see really? Where's my... Oh, it's under there. It's under there. I want to make sure you have an accurate description. You... Damn. There it is. You see the shoes, which are athletic, well, more like, again, more like tennis shoes, more like something comfy that you'd wear around. You see, they're not overalls. They come up to about just under here, and then the straps go around the arms like this, and they buckle in a little shirt with buttons on a very skinny, spindly female form, and what seems to be like a lab coat that goes over top. Long, thin neck, sort of a round face with big round eyes, huge round glasses, and curly blue hair.
God
oh,
That cascades. And then there's, you walk in, and there's just sort of like this. And then you walk in, and then you walk in. And there's a moment where it goes from casual to... You!
I do not know what.
Thief!
Have we met before?
Thief!
No.
Thief!
No. Okay. Look.
Rat thief!
wait! Is this the person that you were talking about with blue hair?
That did not help the situation what you just said at all.
She's been talking about me? She's trying to steal my property!
Listen, okay, I can explain that situation.
Thief!
Look, okay?
She said something about an invisible
Shush,
person
shush, shush.
chasing her around or something and was very scared.
No, I was running away! Evading!
Yes, but you made her scared.
Good!
Alright.
You're lucky I didn't use something more deadly! Some of my many armaments!
Alright, let's just say this. I made a moral mistake by trying to take something from you, and perhaps you made a mistake by trying to feed us to plant monsters. Can we agree that from this point on...
Marty is not a plant monster.
Not anymore, no.
Well, he wasn't a plant, really.
Oh, you killed him?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, what did you
He
expect?
He
attacked
tried to kill us.
How did you do it?
You told
Who
us
did it?
That was me.
he did-
How?
Humanely.
Sliced him?
Oh.
Yeah.
You sliced?
Yeah, I sliced.
Good. Good.
I don't know what you expected if you sent
That's
us
true.
down
We
there
didn't
to...
burn the. We didn't burn it.
Marty's fine.
Good.
A little ego bruise, probably.
Why do you have a fungal man in your basement?
It's not a man.
A fungus being?
Marty is a neutral name.
Okay, I did not mean to assume the fungus is a gender expression.
Oh, there's no such thing as that with Marty.
Okay,
Marty doesn't have... Marty is only called Marty because it's the first name that pops up in my head. But he seems to respond to it a little bit. He doesn't like the light, though. He doesn't come out. But I like him to be alive. And so... sometimes people get sent down there. But most of the time, honestly, they fall in that hole and then go in that room and just accidentally die. It's totally not my fault.
Do you not understand that by doing this multiple times, perhaps you are intentionally leading people to their death?
Oh, absolutely. Because,
Okay.
of course I am.
Why?
Because they're coming in here after my treasures.
What treasure?
Treasures.
We're not. What?
What treasures, huh? She touches her glasses and her glasses go and glow.
Oh,
And then she
God.
goes, nice ring.
Thank you.
My ring. I think it was you. One of you took it.
The rat ring? Oh, it's
No, not
Oh
the
no,
rat
the
ring.
ring that we got out of that.
The
that
ring you got.
cage.
Bogzill's
Oh,
bracelet.
the bracelet?
The
Oh.
bracelet.
Oh, the
The
bracelet.
bracelet was mine.
Mm-hmm.
Nice bracelet. Oh, I thought you took it. There's a ring that you looked
Yeah.
at, but you
The ring
We
of
couldn't get it.
Firefly.
that's what she didn't look.
I wanted it.
Huh.
Would it make you feel better if I gave you the bracelet back?
No, your hand's in it. Ugh.
I
You
mean,
could
it
probably take it off. It's not attuned.
You can try.
Try to take it off.
Roll sleight of hand check. Told you it's like a finger trap.
Oh no.
didn't.
Well, hope you know how to shoot a gun with one hand.
Don't panic. Stay calm.
13.
13. You go like this. You try to get it off, and you just pull. You keep pulling your hand off. And you try to.
Alright, well, Alright, well.
That's yours now. Which means you are in my debt again.
Great.
So you went through the gate.
Yes.
Yes, we
Did
went
you-
through the gate.
Tell me you didn't break the seal.
What's
The seal? Oh, was that the thing that the fence went once we
Open?
entered?
Yes, it happened when we opened. It
Yes.
was unavoidable.
It was pretty avoidable.
How is it avoidable?
Could have gone over the gate.
Why would we go over the
Nobody
gate?
else does. Nobody tries to go through a
Well,
magical
Well, everyone
gate.
else doesn't come
Spikes.
back, do they? So
But it's not to keep them out, it's to keep him in!
How am I supposed to get over the gate?
I'm sorry I didn't make my security gate handy capable! I'm sorry it wasn't accessible to you! It wasn't really the intent, was it? Sorry, I was also trying to keep all the abled out! You, especially!
What? That feels a little racist.
It's not racist, you tried to steal from me!
Okay, in fairness, I am not the only one who tried to steal. She tried to steal first. and
See?
then
Equal opportunity thievery. It had nothing to do with your inherentness, only that you are a criminal by your choice.
Alright. Racism accusations,
What
in
did
fact.
I
It's fair.
steal?
Good.
You tried to take this first, and then I was able to get it, so finders keepers.
Wow. Betrayal all around.
Look, we were just here for Isaac here.
You let Holland out.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have left him in a place where he could.
Left him in a place? It's like being mad that the lions got out when you let the zoo open.
You don't have a sign out front that
That's
says.
fine. It's haunted. Everybody knows. 30 years I've been building this up to build up the rapport of people not doing this, and every once in a while people let them out. Why you keep letting Peter Hobbs
Have you
out?
considered that maybe
Have
it's
you
not
considered that
scary?
maybe Holland has no connection to the Shadowfell anymore and will only seek out the next best thing?
Which is? Oh, the.
No.
No?
He doesn't go down there.
Well, I thought that was.
What's the next best thing to the Shadowfell?
That place is more natural. Not necessarily evil. Oh, you don't know what you let out. You didn't see him?
No, we
The
didn't.
guy who
You
was,
didn't have like a sixth that just died?
No.
no, the one who was chasing us as we came in.
Holland!
Yes,
He's my boy.
he tripped him up with his mud boots.
Yeah.
There's a mop in the closet around back.
It's not going to clean up. I'm sorry.
That you
Not yet, anyways. Not until we leave.
Can you take them off, please, and put them outside?
That's fair. Yeah.
You
I
don't
can do
take your
that.
shoes off when you visit someone.
It's not a house. It's an
Not
office.
typically,
You
no.
don't take your shoes off at the office.
You also don't track mud into the office. You
I
people,
don't have-
you people.
All right, we things are contentious. I understand this.
What do you want? Why are you here?
Well, we heard a rumor that you dealt in some specialty.
You didn't hear the part about not coming in?
Well, I didn't want to hear that
We
part.
disregarded that part.
No offense.
Yes, and so do all the victims of Marty. And of Holland.
Well, we're not victims, so that's a plus in our book.
I'm the victim this time. Doesn't feel good.
No?
Maybe you should
The
help
learning
people
point.
not become victimized. Then
I do! I keep a fence, I keep a lock, I keep this. I have to keep Marty, and I have to keep Holland, and all the other stuff I got in here safe from everybody else so I can conduct my research without hurting the outside world. But nonetheless, curious kitty cats, no offense, come in and try to expire all 9 lives inside these walls and these fences. No idea why. I don't do this on purpose. I'm trying to keep everybody out. I got stuff to do.
Can I ask why you are even doing research like this?
No!
in the city? Like it seems
This is
dangerous. Go do it somewhere else.
Why would I do it somewhere else when this is perfect? I have access. I have all the things I need.
It
It's
seems like a
honestly
lot of people
pretty
keep
nice
dying
setup.
here.
I'm not going to lie with you.
This is a great facility.
There are people who are in danger because if
There's a
any
lot of
asshole
people
like
You
dying.
look
this-
familiar. Can you turn and do this and look like a little squint? Holy shit! Will you sign my book?
Oh,
And you see a first edition of what's the first book? What Something in the Mines? The
What
Horrors
Lurks
in
in
the
the
Mines.
Mines.
What Lurks in the Mines? See first edition, What Lurks in the Mines, and on the back, the hardcover with the gloss finished on the outside, you see Soren's author picture of what is essentially basically the picture that you took like at the service and you use as your headshot for that basically as they sold it. A much younger Soren. Well, not much younger, like 5-6 years, but it looks like those years were heavy.
you know, I would be happy to help you with that if you could help my friend with his problem.
No deal. No deal. That's a terrible deal. Terrible deal. I love your book though.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I read it anytime it's a little spooky out. Anyway. Why are you hanging out with this guy? Is he your entourage? Are they like your security team?
No.
No, not quite.
Oh.
We are friends. We work together.
Acquaintances.
Equal.
You made me pants. I'm just pointing out. You made me pants. I think that's a friend thing.
Not usually, no.
It's a friend thing.
Well, what do you want? And why do you want it?
Crocodilian hormone glands.
You need crocodilian hormone glands.
Yes.
Okay. Easy. That's it?
That was
That's
all.
the whole reason you came here? Not worth your lives! Not worth your lives!
In fairness, we did not pay with our lives. We are alive.
I might.
Not worth a chance of your
Um,
lives.
If you had a way to reach you or contact you, we probably wouldn't have come here in the first place, but
Why would I want that?
in case anyone...
Secret research
Yes.
isn't secret if people know about it.
But the thing is
You must be sworn to secrecy about my identity as well.
You could have a second identity?
I do.
But
Which
not-
is.
Dr. Patty Spade, nice to meet you.
Soren Lazarov.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, you too.
Also, I heard whispers of you calling me a professor or something in the halls. That is not true. That rumor needs to end.
Well,
I am a doctor.
that's the rumor that's gone about.
I know, and I don't know why.
Sounds like you've lost control
Probably
of your
because
own
you don't have any
propaganda.
contact with the outside world, and so rumors just propagate. And
Every time I try to plant the seed that I am a doctor and not a professor, it turns into a professor because of that stupid bitch. Famous. Now everyone's a fucking professor. Professor of what? I don't know. I'm a doctor.
Sorry, what was her name again?
Maybe they think that you
Dr. Patty Spade.
Maybe they think that you are that professor?
Yes, they do. And I don't know why. Stupid. Anyways,
You could, like, get the sign that says Dr. Patty Spade.
no.
Well, then I don't
Because
think you can.
I'm already, people know me outside there. But I'm also the haunted professor.
I don't think the haunted thing is going to work out very well.
It does work. Nobody comes in here except the ones that do.
Except for the ones that do.
But they die! And those that don't, they do work with a few people.
work with?
You want gator glands? Crocodile glands.
Yes.
Shark glands?
Crocodilian.
Do all sorts of glands. Well, I'm not going to do any business with you yet. Because you let Holland out. And Holland is just a young boy trying to do his best. Okay? And he doesn't deserve what's going to happen to him out there. People are not going to understand him.
He's going to kill people, isn't he?
He's probably already killed some people. But that's only because they got in Holland's way. They just don't understand him. Do you even know what a Vanderhob is?
I've never seen one, though.
Well, they're shadow beasts, sort of, but the Shadowfell isn't, or at least the connection isn't there. I don't know. It's sort of part of my research. But usually they're just like killing machines. But then it got severed. And like, there's something in there. And so on and off for the last 25 years. Sometimes he gets out. Sometimes I go find him. I've managed to keep him in for quite some time. And you people let him out. You people let him out. Out into the world. Just to go wherever. I don't even know where he's going to go. He's going to go somewhere.
Are you saying you want us to go retrieve him?
I'm not saying I want you to. I'm saying you need to.
If we
2 reasons. I'll help you. For your thing. Number 2, blood is on your hands.
Blood is on your hands.
No, blood is on your hands.
Blood
He
is
was
on
safe.
everyone's hands.
He was safe. You need to find someplace sad. He'll be someplace sad. Sufficiently sad.
Some, like,
Or evil.
sad or evil.
Damned. Or haunted. Or
I mean, it's Isn't this place haunted?
No, it's a rumor.
It's fake haunting.
Fake haunted. Real haunted, though. That's what you're looking for. Or real evil, or real sad. Or real... He will seek these things out and feed upon it. So you need to go find them.
Can I do a history check about the city to think about anywhere that has like a rumors of evil or like haunted?
You
know
think
what
of
I mean.
all the sad places.
You
in the
know what
city.
I
Yeah.
mean. Something that's especially so.
Yeah, you can try.
So we do this, and you give us the glands?
You do this and you bring Holland home. You gotta lure him back. Yeah, you're gonna need a couple things. Okay, and you need to do it as fast as possible. You need to locate him and make sure that he doesn't feed and then go somewhere else. He's a good boy. He's just trying to do his best. So, well, you're gonna need, in case of emergencies, I made a compass. It should help. If you are close enough to a place that he's been, it should help. With a compass? That's just a normal compass, but
Yeah.
as you open the compass,
You didn't even get us a prop. That's a real magical compass.
as you open the compass,
Wow.
Now there's too much pressure. Don't do this to me.
Wow.
Don't
you
do this to
open-
me.
can you ever
I'm
open
opening it.
things?
Fuck you. Look, it's open. I got
it's
it.
open, and as the screw top spins open, you see inside a slippery, pinkish, and stretchy organ that lies in what is essentially a taped shut petri dish. The wet thing floats in a viscous, shadowy ichor. Do not open this under any circumstances. I see the look in your face. Do not open it
Please don't.
under any circumstances.
What happens if you open it? You are someone doing research and you question why I might be curious what happens if you do
Let me
something.
tell you what it does, so that you know it's useful.
That would be great.
It could lead you to wherever Holland is. A murder scene? The haunted abode of a long-dead aristocrat? Or worse! Also, I have a little book of nursery rhymes and songs. Holland loves his songs.
Okay.
He likes to be sung to. It calms him. He likes to be sung to by sad people. So whoever's the saddest should probably be the person that sings. He's really drawn to the...
What?
Wow, that is...
Not sad.
Well, it's
When you're sober, are you sad? I think...
Oh.
Then it would be ink.
Why am I sad? Do you think because I am poor I am sad?
No, probably because of your dead family member.
Oh, that'll do it.
Well, we'll see if that's correct.
So we'd sing...
Sad or depressed or dark or... Any of you evil? Well, there you go. I wouldn't do it the same person over and over or lose its effect. But there's a few of those in there. You just gotta pick one of the songs and sort of just sing that little part of it. And he'll be more likely to follow you. Also, he really likes lizards. So I would suggest maybe, and she pulls out from next to her desk
Oh my god.
a bag, and inside are a bunch of dead iguanas. These are only Vanderhub foods, but whoever wants them, a bag of dead iguanas, you have 6 of them. Which at this point you realize that was probably the small lizard bones as you walked in. Those are his favorite. They're delightful. Yeah, so... Well... Go get him back!
Okay, and you
And
just
it-
want us to bring him back in here and
Oh
close
yeah.
the
By
gate.
the time you get back, I'll have a seal ready, and you just walk back in, have him in the within the fence, and then we'll shut it, and it'll.
All right, what does he look like?
You won't miss him. He's like He's just a big boy. He's a big boy with green skin. He's just a good-looking boy. Sort of like, got some froggy aspects, kind of, but not really. It's not a frog. Do not approach this like a frog. Also, maybe just avoid the F word altogether. I don't know how he feels about it, and well, he can kind of. Ooh, don't get swallowed. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
What other ways can he kill me?
Oh, well, he could kill you with his claws. He could grab you with his tongue and, like, snatch you up and then bite you. And then if you didn't die from the bite, you'd be dropped into his gullet, which some rumors that when the Shadowfell was still a thing, it wasn't just a gut, but, like, a plane of existence that inside you slowly decayed in. Crazy. I've yet to verify this information, though. No one who goes down there comes back out, so...
Is Holland what he usually answers to, or is there another name that works as well?
I don't know, you can try. I like Holland, though. He seems to like it as well.
How big is he? Like, if he's following us, we are presumably going to be seen.
Oh, he's very big. That's why you should do it in the dead of night.
Okay.
It's nighttime right now.
Yes.
Alright, well, we should probably go take care of this.
All right.
Might we
We
sit
should have just
down
found the
for about
crocodile
10
and killed it.
minutes?
This is your second and last short rest for the day.
Yeah.
Okay. If you'd like to. This could count as your short rest.
I need my spell slot.
Okay.
I don't know if we're gonna have to make somebody skilled.
Yeah, and if you don't bring Holland back, I'll be around. Invisible.
Why would you say that? That is, you know, that they said that to you now. You're an asshole. Like, we're gonna do this, but I
Do I get? We don't get the temporary points back on short rest, right?
No.
Okay.
Temps are gone. Very dangerous. He could kill you very quickly and easily, so I wouldn't try to, like, you know, do it that way. But if you do, you could just non-lethally, you know, and drag him out. But that wouldn't be the way I would go. I would go with the appeasement.
see. I thought you would go with needles, since that's like 90% of the traps in this.
It's
game.
actually 50% of the traps.
What's the other 50?
You want to see?
Yes.
Go wander around.
It sounds to me like, you know,
When we come back, you're not going to attack us or like
I
shoot
never
us.
attacked you once.
When we come in, will you warn us if we're going to walk into a trap? Don't rearm any of the traps.
Yeah,
that
only
you
come
have-
into the waiting room and my office if I invite you, and then you're good.
Sure.
Sure. And then you bring Holland back. We reseal the gate. Everyone's safe. You get your glands. I'll help you get them. Easy peasy. That's a pretty good deal,
I agree.
huh? And none of you turned into fungus food. That's pretty nice.
that would have been
Yeah.
impossible for me, but
Why is that?
I don't think it could digest very well. Take a glove off.
a freaking robot?
Well,
Do you have a robot wife?
it's my twin sister. Thank you very much.
Oh. That's so much better.
It's not a robot. She's not the robot.
I'm a person.
We will have more discussions about that stuff later. Right now, he's probably killing a teen.
All right, we should go get. I feel culpable at this point.
You are.
That's why I feel it.
Good. Let it bury deep.
You can feel mine. Don't feel bad about it.
Oh.
So you can feel mine.
There's something about.
I'm not the one who put this thing in the middle of the city. and
I'm just.
live
What
here.
is, I feel like both you and her don't feel very culpable for things. That,
Well, this
what is with
is-
science and making you not care about the deaths you cause? This is awful.
I never said that, but these aren't really my fault.
See, I think you're a writer. You're romantic. You know, I think you understand the stakes here. Great. Okay, and not even going to try. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Off we go.
Good luck. Shut the door on your way out.
Okay, don't lure in any teenagers or whatever to kill them.
They only wander like an ant trap.
Okay, that's not better. They're people.
Ants aren't people. And as you walk out the front door, you shut it behind you, and you make your way to the front gate. As you approach the gate, it is bent open outward, as if something ran through quickly and warped it a little bit. Dented, not ruined. There, on the sidewalk, like a piece of discarded takeout that didn't quite make it into the bin, is a half-severed arm with a spike-studded armband around the wrist.
Oh.
Mm.
Our watch guy. Oh, is there money left anywhere? Is it just as bad as
Oh, I
or-
thought you were gonna ask about the quality of the meat.
No, oh, actually, yeah. How fresh is it?
Pretty fresh. You want to look at it? It looks like... Doesn't look like anything. As the mistress has
Easy
consumed
cleanup.
it. You see, she goes like that, and it's kind of like when someone... You ever seen someone eat a chicken wing where they eat the cartilage and just like suck the top? It's awful. Very similar experience, and then like blood off of the sidewalk cleaned up pretty quick.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about evidence. It's not too bad.
That was
So
refreshing.
Are we like bad guys? Like I'm a thief, but like I feel like this is reaching a level of criminal
You
where I
commit,
feel bad about the crimes we are
You
committing.
committed a lot of crimes before we knew you.
Yeah, but like I wasn't the party to a lot of murder, and I feel like a lot of murder has been happening
We
in my
haven't
vicinity
murdered
lately.
anyone.
But anything is.
Bob walks up while you're talking about this and looks at each of you. And then turns and starts walking down the street away from you, having fulfilled his duty.
Fair enough. Okay.
All right, bye, Bob.
Goodbye,
Thank
Bob.
you. If you ever want a job again, we're at 84 Bay Ridge.
Just walks down with his axe in his arm, and then some people at the end of the street. By the time he gets there, as you're sort of having this discussion, you see it, you hear like a ah! As he just walks by without looking at them. And he's sort of like a man holds his wife back. Like, sort of keep moving across the street.
He was a nice guy.
Good in a fight.
Great personality.
So, you are at the gate. What do you want to do?
Does the compass show?
Can we follow is there any trail of corpse left behind other than this arm?
You
What
can make a
direction?
perception check.
It's gonna fucking clean the streets.
Sniff of blood.
I'll pull out the compass and.
Okay.
Fuck,
You don't have
why
to
am I
unscrew it every time.
It
but you
makes
can.
me feel like
Yeah.
it's the verisimilitude, Jake.
That's why I gave it to you. You don't have to, but you can. So it's open.
it's open.
And you see the
Sad.
slippery, pinkish, stretchy organ on top of the black gloop. And it's a petri dish taped shut. It's just 2 pieces of tape.
Okay.
Keeping that in.
Did you say something about people being evil and that working?
So you rolled a perception check of what?
7.
7. And you can roll a survival check with advantage as you realize you have, it's not a compass. You kind of have to interpret the movements.
It's a butthole.
What?
It's a butthole. It's like
No, it's
What?
it's like this. It's
Like
like
it's like a pink inchworm, right?
That's not good. 6.
6. You look down at it, and it just sort of like wriggles in what seems non-discriminate patterns.
Does anyone?
Take a look.
Yeah, you might know better than me.
You look down at it, and you see the pink little thing sort of. You want to see it?
I want to say the whole thing.
Okay. You look
Wriggle.
down into it, and it similar experience. This like. It's. So, if you would like to try, if someone else would like to try to roll a survival check, you can. This is your last chance for a survival check at this point.
Yeah, you don't want me to do it.
When I think about killing people.
Okay.
Disadvantage, right?
Advantage on survival checks with it. Specifically to look for Holland.
That is a 15.
A 15. Okay. I had like a whole check, a medicine check if you looked at the forearm. Didn't need that. As you look down, you see the thing wriggle kind of not all the way off to one side, but enough that you sort of interpret it. You're used to slithery things, and you kind of are used to how they move. And it moves off in a compass-like direction,
I start walking.
in sort of northwesterly. And as you start to follow it, what you piece together is that Holland broke through the gate, immediately chomped the first person he saw. The others probably fled. The arm fell down, and then he ran further. And you don't know how Holland's senses work or how he's drawn or anything, but you can see sort of a jumping point where these little like claw marks are in the street, about halfway across the street, like right in the middle of the road. And as you continue, it seems like went off in the northwestern direction, but you don't know where. You'd have to check the area. As you walk up across the street, if you remember, was a bunch of basically like brownstones, a bunch of buildings that look roughly similar. There's some bars down to the like north. You're headed west. There's some bars down to your left, down the main street where some of those drunks were. But here, it's just like residential apartment buildings, and most people are asleep right now. You can see an alleyway. You can see the building itself. And it sort of stops on the other side of the street, and you need to look for more evidence. What do you want to do? It basically runs you into the front of the building. Like, you just see the building. The door isn't open. It doesn't look like you walked through the building. You'd have to look around.
Is there an alley?
Is it
There's an alley, yeah.
capable of being climbed?
Do you
Oh, I
want to
see.
look at it and see if
Yeah.
the building... Okay, roll perception check at the building. You were looking at an alley. You walk around.
Fuck.
What I wanted to see was if it jumped up, it would have to jump from.
It's a 2-story brownstone, so...
Or
yeah,
if
it
it,
jumped from...
yeah, and I assume it had to jump to probably another building. So I wanted to see if there was any broken tile on the floor around this building. any
yeah,
of
roll
the other
perception
buildings.
check.
I got 4.
So I wanted to look on the ground to see if any fell down.
Mm-hmm. 4? You don't know this. You're pretty focused on the little slithery boy.
17.
17. You look around and you don't see any like tile or anything because they're not pitch roofs.
Okay.
They're flat tops like in cities. And you do see a little bit of. I mean, there's like debris on the ground anyway, so you can't quite tell. There's like some small stones or whatever. But you do see at the top of the building on the second story where basically the ledge is. There's a little half wall that represents the ceiling. Like you could walk up there and it'd be about up to your waist. On the top of that, there is what look to be several scratch marks of something that maybe grabbed on and pulled itself up.
Okay.
In roughly the same size. So you assume that's probably where Holland went. And then as you look around in the alley, there are fire escapes that lead up. You could pull the ladder down and try to climb up to the roof.
Yeah, I'll pull one down and then let everybody
Okay, so you walk
know
over
I'm-
to it, and
The ladder is there, and you grab it. I need you to roll a strength check to
Does my cane have a?
pull it down. Cane has a hook. Yeah, you can use that. I'll say you have advantage just because it's easier to grab.
Can I just use my climb speed to like get up?
You can try.
I want
Another one.
Double twos.
Double twos. You go, and then ink.
Must be locked.
And then ink, as you sort of pull on a little bit, ink goes and sort of jumps up and lands on there, and then releases this little. It's basically like a little thing that just goes like this. And you release it, and it gets dropped down. And you sort of let it down. You all sort of climb up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you climb up onto the side of the fire escape, and eventually you step onto the gravel ceiling of this, what is effectively an apartment building. What used to be a pretty nice apartment building, because it overlooked the botanical gardens, kind of like a Central Park apartment, like a townhouse. Doesn't have as much going on these days. It's almost more of a boarding house feel at this point, where former mansions converted into apartments. You step up onto the rooftops, and you do see those claw marks as you walk over to them, and they seem to head back behind you and across to another building. Or maybe you think so. You'd have to check the area to make sure which one. There's several buildings to choose from. There's one next to you, there's one across, and there's one diagonal. And then past that is another road, and it just keeps, you can't quite see. There's some rooftops in the way.
Map of the city.
Maybe we should. What's the
It's the
whole
wall
map? Not
I
the
know,
city.
but
Ink has a city map.
city map. Thought for some reason it was a little bit more detailed.
You're basically in a residential pocket. It's not the city map isn't going
Should
to
we
show you
try to
anything
sing?
specific.
No, but I know
Cliff Gardens is the green part on the chip side on the north.
here.
No, we are
Chip side.
here.
Oh, chip side here.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's going north. So what's over
Northwest-ish.
here?
Northwest.
Yeah, northwest-ish.
How is it going north?
Or east, I'm sorry.
Okay, I was
Northeast.
gonna say, 'cause
Northeast.
that's the-
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's number 8?
It's a hotel, I think.
So it's just going that direction. So, what does anybody want to do while they're up on the rooftop?
You said we can't use that anymore. We used whatever like survival checks we could
You
for.
can.
That was for the first one.
That was just
You
for the
can't
first
use
one?
it. You can't just spam it in
Yeah,
any one
right.
area. But you're in a new
Okay.
area. You can try to look at it if you'd like.
I will look at
Okay,
it.
so you go over to the claw marks and you're close to where Holland was. You make a survival check.
Hey. Oh, it's advantage, right?
Hmm?
That is a.
Like
God, I
this
have
has
a
a
minus
Robert
2.
Frost poem on the
S-
inside of the lid.
16?
Is it?
It has the road not
Of
traveled.
course it does.
Oh, I don't know. What?
16.
16? Yeah, claw marks on the ledge suggest a northeast path. You check it, pulls you to the other side of the building, kind of carrying on that trajectory. So you're on the other side of the building, and you're looking for markings.
Okay.
That's where it drew you to. So, if there's any evidence you want to look for on the top of this rooftop, anything you want to look
Is there
at,
anything I can use investigation for?
I don't know. What do you want to do? You can't just be like, I'm good at investigation. I would like to roll
No,
that.
but I mean, like.
You could be like, okay, I want to do
Because
this.
the last thing when I tried to look for marks, you said it was like a perception.
Because you were
so-
looking across a vast street. You weren't investigating a specific thing. That's what investigation
Okay,
takes time.
I thought I was looking at like the building itself.
The building, you can't investigate a whole building. You're a human person that's smaller than a building. You can investigate a portion of a building, a wall.
You said
You
it
can
was
investigate a door. You can,
gravel top, right? That's
Yeah,
what
it's
you
gravel
said?
top. As you step on it, it's covering gravel to keep,
Can I see if it looks like there's any indentation? Like
Yeah.
it looks like something heavy tried to like jump off a roof or onto something else.
Yeah, go roll investigation. Is there anything you want to do?
Man, I'm rolling bad. 9.
Yeah. Can I just try to listen in for like sounds of commotion or startled people
Yeah,
at a
go
distance?
ahead and make a perception check. So 9. So you're looking. The gravel up here is pretty irregular. It's hard to
There's definitely, like, you can see, especially where it climbed on, there's definitely some displacement. And then there's steps in that direction, and they sort of get faint. What's your perception check?
I rolled a nat 1, so I'm just going to enjoy the bird songs.
Okay, so you try to listen to the city, and instead, it's the cacophony of voices in your head. And you take a second and sort of put your arm on the side.
How far away is the next adjoining roof or the next?
The next building to the left is an alley's width. The one across is also an
I'll
alley's
go over
width.
and
And then there's
hand
one
you this.
diagonal that's,
Noticing
1.5.
your brain seems to be in turmoil.
Okay.
Well, it probably couldn't jump this main road, I assume.
You don't know. It jumped from the ground in the middle of the road to the top of the 2-story building. So it's got some, at least good vertical.
About 20 feet.
20 feet up,
Yeah.
25 feet across.
Ink,
It
do
jumped.
you know any place nearby that it might be drawn to?
Did already a history check on that. There's other rooftops. You can investigate for different markings somewhere else.
Well, it's
You
not
could-
going to probably settle this close to where it came from.
it seems to be bounding away.
So we should just keep on going. Probably.
Yeah, the last direction you saw it with the compass
Yes.
was this direction. Like
Yeah,
point that
it'd be if you're going just by the direction on that, it'd be the diagonal building.
Okay.
Why don't we
Um,
just keep
So you'd have to
following
climb
it
down
along
and climb back up.
and then not climb the building, but keep following along the streets maybe until
I
we hear
can
something?
check the roof quickly too, because I can climb up it.
Sure.
I know that would be more difficult.
Alright, then the rest of us will stay
has
on the
another
ground,
fire
and
escape.
then you can...
Oh, okay.
There's another fire escape. All of these are equipped with OSHA regulations.
What a fantasy world.
Well, it's not a bad idea. You can take the rooftops and we can take the ground floor.
Okay, so you guys get down into the alley, and you climb down and then quickly climb up to the other roof.
Mhm.
Okay, by the time you guys get down all the way, Inca's already up on the next one. So you guys are down in the alley. There's a residential buildings all over. You're basically at the crossroads of 4 residential buildings, all of which are 2 stories high and basically made out of the same material. Looks like a whole building project here was long ago. As you get to the top, the 3 of you roll perception checks. And then you roll an investigation check.
5.
8. 20.
20.
11.
Okay. Okay, so you're up there and you're looking around and trying to figure out, on this roof where Holland maybe went. You notice with a 20 that there are very faint markings on the ledge that she got up to as you get down here, and the sort of the moonlight sort of illuminates them a little bit, just barely, and you see that she's probably on the right rooftop. It also sounds like on the inside of the building, there's a little commotion. You suspect maybe they heard a thing on the roof not long ago. And with a 20, it sounds specifically like a maybe younger woman, an adult woman trying to get her husband to go check. She's like, Gary, go check. And he's like, I don't want to check. Go check. It sounded big. And the fire escape leads up that she didn't use. But as you're on the top there, you see 2 things. As you lean over the front of the building, you're now on the opposite side that you were. There's a new road on the other side, and across that is a big empty lot, basically. But as you're looking at that lot with an 8,
see off to the side a light on the ground being held. Looks like a lantern. It's being sort of turned on and brightened. You can see long coat, a little bit of a like a copper's helmet and the silver breastplate of a police officer, silver, and is hearing the commotion inside and is about to head down the alley towards your friends. You hear the footsteps of this, and you hear the of the lantern, and see just some light flicker across the alleyway to the east, which is basically you walked across, and like from the alley you walked in to be directly across.
Okay.
But you're in the center now. You could go.
Is there a back door to this building that we walked by?
You don't see a back door. You see a fire escape that goes up on the inside of these. Then you see the windows, and you know that the fronts have doors.
Is there? This roof is gravel as well.
Yep, all of it is.
Could I try and take some gravel and like throw it down an alley in another direction than where the cop is
go ahead and
going,
try.
or where the?
So you pick up some gravel, and where do you want to throw it? There's a road out in front of you. The sidewalk below that he is on, he's adjacent to the next building, and then basically if he was to walk from your perspective, he'd be walking like this, and then he'd hit the alley here, and then be able to turn and see your friends. You're up on the roof here, and there's a road across. Where do you want to throw the gravel?
So there's a road he's on, and then he's about to come to the alley.
Yeah, it's like a main road.
Is there
He's
another
on the sidewalk closest to you?
Yeah.
And yeah, he's walking basically from, as you look down, he's walking from your right to, it still will be to your right, but it'll be where the alley hits, because the alley's to your direct right, because you're on the corner basically. And yeah, he'd turn down there. And then across from the road is a, just as you're grabbing the gravel and looking for a place to throw, you see a large condemned manor lying dormant on a quiet patch of land.
How far away is this abandoned
It's
building?
across the street.
I couldn't throw that far. I'll just throw opposite direction that he's walking to.
So, okay,
On
so
kind
behind
of
him.
this- Yes.
Okay, so you throw the gravel. Go ahead and roll an attack. Just the dexterity. Actually, it's your strength.
Strength.
Yeah, because you're throwing rocks.
Uh,
Strength or distance.
13.
13. You throw a handful of them and they clatter behind him. And you see in the alley the light turn. And then a little exclamation point pops up above his and he turns
We go
around.
behind him and assassinate him.
He turns around
Oh no.
and starts walking in that direction. It takes about maybe 5 feet before just paying attention, trying to look. He's going to roll perception. While that's happening, what do you guys want to do?
Can I go bash him in the head?
We should go this way, and I'm gonna point the opposite one, like just so we can just keep going,
Yeah.
essentially,
Okay.
and just try to get out to the road and.
But we could have bashed the silver in the head.
You're rich. I think you're supposed to like the police.
Where did I put
They
my
protect your property
They protect
from
your property.
pores.
From pores?
Yeah.
Oh, I said whores. Oh, those thieving whore. Wait,
What are you looking
what
for?
the fuck? My 2d20s. Am I crazy?
You hit a bunch of stuff when you freaked out.
Oh, that was probably
Right
it.
there.
They're probably over there.
There's one way back there.
Okay. I'll just use these. Okay. So looking in that direction, what are you doing? You're moving the other way?
Mhm.
You're moving the other way. Is everybody moving the other
I'm
way?
gonna follow.
I'll follow Isaac.
Okay, so you follow. Everyone make a stealth roll. What are you doing?
I'll kind of follow where they're going, but from the rooftop,
Okay.
still on it.
And while you're on the rooftop, are you looking at anything? Or are you...
As I'm walking around, I'll look for more indentations or anything that might look like something.
Okay, roll
was here.
perception check.
14.
That
God, why am I
11.
You say perception?
Yeah, that's right.
7. Okay.
You guys are terrible. As you wrap around,
Should
you
have just eaten the
you try to you move around the alley and you get to the next, basically to the
to the next adjacent alley where you'd be able to turn right or left or keep going straight. Which direction do you go? Do you go towards the sidewalk, or do you go
towards
back
the
to where you
road.
came from?
I'd go towards the road. It's the least suspicious.
Okay, so you go back up towards the road. With a 7, the only thing you notice is the building. You see the condemned building. It seems to be the last house standing of what is essentially an entire graveyard of empty lots. Overgrown and untouched by the last 30 years of development. Framing the property itself is a black iron rib cage, basically. The twisted, wrought fence would dissuade even the most rambunctious of teenage urban explorers. The skeletal gate is obscured by twin gnarled trees with the boughs of cancer-like knotted branches. They look like, I don't know, old tree of some kind. You don't know for sure, but Ink, how do you think about it? You do feel like you recall a story of children speaking of some haunted orphanage when you were a kid. There was some super dumb monster inside. You can't, like, the tales, you can't quite remember. You do remember it sounded ridiculous, though. You can go ahead and make one more history check to try to recall if there's something stupid inside there. 6.
What is wrong with me
With
today?
advantage since you're seeing it. I'm sorry. I bet that's what it says.
You're very generous.
5.
Well, I mean, you don't get it.
21.
21!
We did it. We succeeded at a thing.
Okay, what you remember from this is Ink. You don't know how much of this you're making up in your own head. Essentially the plot of Chucky, whichever one you like best.
Third one.
Yeah,
I was a military academy, though.
sure. A military academy with children inside of it, and
That was
and
the
a killer
plot.
doll.
There's a okay.
That's essentially what you remember of it. You're not sure if that's accurate. You just have heard that people don't go in there. There's a haunted doll.
Yeah. We have one of those.
We have our own killer doll.
But with a 21, you also remember the name of this place. St. Benedict's Home for Wayward Boys.
Okay.
Sounds haunted.
So it's a juvenile center.
Essentially. As you guys wrap around to the front of the street, you casually make it onto the sidewalk as the Silver turns away from that, turns lantern, and starts walking in your direction, and then notices you. Everybody, make me just a deception check.
Pretend to be normal check.
Pretend to be normal check.
Not illegal
I'm
to
not
be on
good
the
at that.
street.
Nope, it's not illegal to be on the street.
Dirty 20.
It's not a hard one.
19.
Just can't look sus.
6.
That tracks.
Dirty 20, 19, 6.
Mm.
Okay. Turns. Out late?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Sort of looks, sort of like,
It's nice and quiet out here.
as you can see, sort of leans through and kind of looks at Isabella.
Mage armor on.
Yeah. But it's dark. Alright. Hear any trouble?
Nothing tonight. No, not yet.
Roll a deception check.
Not yet.
Well,
It's Evan Falls. That makes sense.
13.
13. Alright, be safe.
You as well.
And then turns down the alley where you came from. And you can see the light in the alley.
Once I see him pass, I'm gonna go to kind of the side of the building there on
Yeah.
and climb down.
You climb down the front of the building?
Yeah,
Roll a stealth check.
I got this. This is fine. I have pretty good stealth. Yeah, 24.
24 as you get down. And you walk up behind them.
Is this the side that the...
It's the other side. So you are on the side facing St. Benedict's Home for Wayward Boys.
I think if we're talking about haunted, creepy places...
You all go, that?
That one?
That's about right.
There's supposed to be like a killer doll or something.
Oh, this is
Oh.
a terrible story.
Killer doll.
I didn't write it. It's just something people say.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tweak it when I. That's fine.
Anyway,
So that's probably the place then.
it would not surprise me. Looking at the gate, you said there was like a, a large gate around it.
It's a gate that sort of comes up, but like the way it is, it almost like bows.
Does it?
It almost looks like it's curling in towards, like the top is curling in towards, and it resembles a rib cage on accident, maybe over, because this was definitely built pre-fall.
Yeah.
It seems like some manner of events have occurred here to make this extra spooky. It probably was once a nice place.
Does it look like anything has bent any of it further, or any broken parts that something large could have gotten through?
As you approach from the street, without a check, the gate was once rusted shut, but it would seem to have been recently violently opened inward. As you walk up to the gate on the sidewalk, you see a palm-sized chunk of black gloop attached to a rough green flesh that hangs from the gnarled latch that it used to have on the gate. Sort of a latch that would come down, lock into place. Seems to have been pushed open and scraped, leaving a good chunk. Similarly, the front door seems to be pushed off its hinges inward. It has a wide stoop that leads up into a dark interior. Soren, as you all look at this, you feel particularly compelled to approach this place. There is a story here, a story to tell, and understanding this story matters to you. Or is it you? The medallion hums, and the world feels a little quiet. Tell the story of this place, Mr. Lazarev. And then you look up. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna start heading
I'm
in.
walking
Oh,
in.
you're just walking in.
Soren is the first to take a step, strangely.
All right, I'll
So he
pick
steps
the
up.
rear.
And you step in to the foyer of St. Benedict's Home for Wayward Boys. You see no signs of Holland. You see only rooms all around. Main hallway that goes up. Rooms to your left and to your right with signs, plaques. You see schoolroom, showers, eating hall, staff room downstairs. Take a moment. And you all feel the room is colder by a good 10 degrees, 20 degrees than it was outside. The bones of this building moan and creak. It feels alive and dead. Each of you, even you, experience what can only be described as a chill of sickness for being in this place. This place is corrupted. You don't know by what or what events led to it. But Soren, you feel as if you can tell this story. You can change that. And that's where we'll end the session.
Spooky Haunted House Adventures!
And now we don't have to prep for 3 weeks. Or something. For however long it takes.
It's gonna take us 3 weeks to go through the
It
haunted
takes
house.
you a lot longer than I imagine every time. Because you guys will do something.
What if we just crush the
Stop
haunted
putting
house?
That'd be
traps
amazing.
in our way.
To be fair, there's a lot of stuff you put in our way that we weren't supposed to crush that we have
Cat stuck
absolutely
down here. I
crushed.
just heard a meow.
I heard that too.
I couldn't tell if it was coming from above us or not.
That sounded like
Thanks
a Miko
everybody for
cry.
hanging out.
Oh, you
We'll
might
be
still get
back
it
next week. Hopefully closer to 7. Maybe our DoorDash will show up on time.
Maybe we'll get up earlier and order food earlier, probably.
Maybe. But it was
Set
supposed to.
realistic
I
goals.
just wanted to eat real close. But anyway, love your faces. This is a lot of fun. Thursdays are the best. Really looking forward to the next one. I love this city.
We should be
And these
all.
characters are
We
crazy.
should be all spooky next week or something. We should
For
dress
Halloween.
up because it's
For
a spooky haunted house.
If you want to do some spooky stuff, you don't have to be in cosplay.
Let's all be like goth, like
But
everybody wear black.
I
next
will
week.
say, we are approaching milestone level 3. And on milestone days,
Dress up.
I will be requesting cosplays. So, it's not yet. It's not next week.
I need a skirt.
We're approaching it. This is episode 16. Getting close. 10 episodes a level, roughly. Roughly, depending on your milestones. I'm excited.
I should go on Amazon and get one of those cat nose things.
If you want to wear a cat nose
Oh my god.
And the
for
whiskers.
3-4 hours, you do it. I'm excited.
Paint your nose.
I already wear a lot of black.
So,
You want to paint my nails next week? I'll paint our nails black.
I'll
Forgot.
have nails. You
Forgot
want to do my
that.
nails?
Yeah, let's be
I'll have
goth.
nails.
I'll do my nails. Hell yeah.
I'm also going to have purple hair soon, so
There you go.
it'll work. All right. Well, we'll be back. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you guys put memes in the meme channel. They're my favorite part of the end of the session.
Okay, I want a grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese!
Ooh, that sounds
All right,
good.
make yourselves some grilled cheese,
Let's
chat.
go.
Enjoy yourselves. We'll be back next time to see what happens in the haunted orphanage.
Can we get Brad Dourif to come in and do the voice of the haunted doll?
Is that Chucky?
Yes!
What was his name?
Brad Dourif.
Who? Never heard of that name in my
It's
life.
the voice of Chucky. He was also in Alien Resurrection.
Shout out, Brad. End of episode.
Definitely seen all those movies.
Uncultured swine.